Hello, everybody, and welcome to Marvelous Mother Tucker's Monday. We hope you all had a very, very lovely weekend. If you guys are not familiar with the two fellas on your screen, it's the one, the only world-renowned garden guy, Bill, and Jason of Mother Tucker's Antiques. So, did you have a good weekend, Bill? Did you have a good weekend?
I had to think about it because I have a hard time remembering what I've done more than an hour ago. But yes, I actually finally posted a video on YouTube. This illness and losing my voice, I haven't been able to do anything. So there is a new video, everyone. I wouldn't say it's my best work ever, but at least it was 2.5 week break. So there's something up there.
Wow. I feel like I'm a slacker, but I have to say, if those of you guys that aren't familiar with the full scope of Mother Tucker's, we own a brick and mortar with over 40 active dealers. So, those of you guys that aren't familiar, is there an echo? The second to last week of every April, Adamstown, which they self-named Antiques Capital USA, we have a really, really big extravaganza. So if you guys are available the second to last week of April, make sure you get out to Adamstown. But with all that said, there's a ton of preparation that goes into all that. So no video right now. Hopefully we'll have one. But all my time and energy is going into the shop. So, and also, if you guys make it out to the brick and mortar, there's something big, exciting happening with Bill, and I'll let him tell you about that when the time is right. I won't let that cat out of the bag. But please also stay tuned. We have a big sale announcement for this Friday coming up. Maybe after we tell you guys how the sale is going to work, maybe Bill will let that cat out of the bag, and we'll be able to talk about it. So thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with me and Bill. We're so humbled that you guys come and hang out with us every single Monday night. If you are not subscribed to Bill, we made it really, really simple. We put the link to his channel in the description. If you're watching this on the replay, please give him a follow. Please follow him over on Instagram. Please consider giving me a follow on both platforms as well. Every little interaction or follow helps us grow our small business. Also, as always, the wonderful Karen G is going to be our official mod and bid ender. And as always, the even just as wonderful Kim of Desert Gal is going to be our backup mod and bid ender. So she will be assisting in the chat. She'll be backing Karen up. And we also have the very lovely, our vintage sister, Enamor Amy, in the chat with us. So maybe she'll be hanging out for a little bit and helping us. And please give her a follow too. Let's get her to 4,000. She is working hard with content and sales just like everybody. So please, if you're not subscribed to her, please do so. So guys, we are going to say hello to everybody. Then Bill's going to explain to us how the sale is going to work. Then we'll tell you about the big surprise fun sale coming up. And then we'll jump into it. So the first person in the chat tonight was the very lovely Terry. How are you, Terry? It's so good to see you. Hopefully you are doing well. And we hope you all had a very lovely weekend. And hopefully you guys are getting all prepared. Next weekend is Easter already. And then it's going to be April and on and on. Hello, Lisa. It's so good to see you. Hopefully you are doing well. Hello, everybody. We got Shannon here with us. How are you? It's good to see you. There is our friend William. Good to see you, sir. Hopefully you are doing well. It's not Friday yet, sir, but I am sure this is going to be a good Friday to remember. How are you, Karen Kennedy? It is so good to see you, friend. Hopefully you are doing well. There she is, the one, the only Karen G, who always puts a smile on my face with the positive words that she has to say. She's our official mod and bid ender. Familiarize yourself with her avatar. It's that gorgeous little daisy. She will be the one closing out all the auctions tonight for us. Hello, Trina. It is so good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm a snapping fool because our YouTube DJ is in the house, the one, the only, Grady Grupo Vintage Recordings, also known as Gavin Gillette. Please give this man a follow. He's a hardworking YouTuber as well. He has a really fun channel. He plays music, plays it on vinyl, on a turntable, and also spotlights some of the other vintage sellers that they support. So please give him a follow. And Karen, if you could put the link in, I'd greatly appreciate it. How are you, Elizabeth? It's so good to see you here tonight. How are you, Cindy Lou? It's so good to see you. We got Aunt Kiki in the house. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday. We have my mother in the house. How are you? It's so good to see you. And I have a feeling when Amy's in town, Bill, you might get to meet my mother So hopefully we can make this all happen. So I think you're going to, but you just want all the dirt, don't you? You want all the good dish that she's willing to spill on me, aren't you?
She's been writing me about the dirt for the last year and a half, Jason.
Damn, you have her on your pay. You have her on your pay. Yeah, don't you? I knew it. How are you, Liz? It's so good to see you. Now I'm going to need some help with this. Is this nada?
I'm guessing it's Nato.
Nato 18? Nato 18? Well, it is good to see you, and I'm sorry if I said your name wrong, but welcome in, and hopefully you're here to spend the evening with us. So, and if you can help phonetically explain that to me if I said it wrong, again, I never want to mess up somebody's name. How are you, Brian? It's so good to see you. Checking in from the New England area. Let's see who else is here with us. There she is. There's Kim, Desert Gal. She's our backup mod and bid ender. Please familiarize yourself with her logo. And if you do not follow her over on Vamp, you need to. So please, Kim, put in any links that you deem for your eBay or for Vamp. She's also a reseller. So please head on over and support her. She has some really fun vintage. She had I don't know if she still has it. She had a uranium lot, a crafter's lot, which is a really good deal. So hopefully somebody scarfed that up, or if they didn't, it still could be available. How are you, Bug? It's so good to see you. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. I see Jeannie here in the chat. How are you? It's so good to see you. Welcome to Monday. How are you, Dawn? Hopefully you're doing well. Good to see you. There is our friend Dusty Moose. It's good to see you, Dusty. Hopefully you're doing well. See who else is in here. Speaking of New England, there she is. There's Helen. She is the New England Thrifter. Please give her a follow. She has a really, really fun YouTube channel. She does sales. She does these different things like they show themselves actually packing their items, which is fun to watch. So please make sure you follow her. How are you, Buttermilk and Cream? Good to see you. How are you, Sandy? Welcome in, everybody. I see Debbie Gutierrez is here in the chat. Ooh, I really rolled that one. I know, Bill. I think I kind of frightened Bill a little bit. How are you? How are you, Weirna? It's so good to see you. Followed by the very lovely Deborah. It's so good to see you. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. How are you, Tracy? Artsy Fartsy. It's so good to see you. Welcome in, everybody. All of our friends are piling on in here with us. We're so good to see you. How are you, Lisa Green? Good to see you. Hopefully you are doing well. See who else is here. Oh, there's Dawn Steelman. Good to see you. We have Kimmery Ann. Good to see you here tonight. So many friends in the chat. We have Tina of Mother Tuckers in the chat. Good to see you, Tina. It's been a while. Who else is in here with us tonight? Did I say hello to Shannon yet? I don't know if I did, but if I didn't, hello, Shannon. I might be duplicating tonight. It's been that kind of a day. There she is, Karen Lord. Good to see you. Happy Monday. Good to see you, friend. Hopefully you had a good weekend. There she is, Mary Beth. Good to see you. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome in. And Elizabeth, good to see you. KH, how are you? It's so good to see you in here tonight. Who else is in here with us? I'm seeing a couple. There she is. How are you, Metal Girl? Checking in from New York State. It's always good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Who else is in here with us tonight? Hello, everybody. We have Lorna is with us. How are you, Lorna? Good to see you. How do you ship and where? We'll go over all of that. You just give us a few moments. We are going to dot all those I's and cross those T's, and we'll answer all those questions for you in just a moment. Just hang in there with us. How are you, Becky? Hopefully you guys are following her. It is the name of the Vintage Viking Treasures. She has a really fun channel. She is a doggone good seller out of the state of Colorado. So make sure you follow her channel. She travels and she does shows and sets up. So if you're following her, you could go meet her out there at those shows and check out her sales. She does live sales on Tuesday night. So please head on over there and give her a subscription. You will not be sorry. How are you, Susan? It's so good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Hello, Becky's Vintage and More. It's so good to see you. Hi, Sally. How are you? I hope you're doing well. See who else is in here with us. And I think we're almost down here to the bottom. Can I have a link to Becky? Yes. If one of our mods would be so kind to go ahead and put in Becky's link, they'll have to go retrieve it. Give them a minute. Maybe they'll be so nice to do that for us. We'd gladly do that. How are you, John, sir? So good to see you. And that's going to round us out for everybody in the chat. So with almost 100 of you here, welcome, everybody. It's Monday. We hope you're here to have a good time with me and Bill. We did curate, at least I think I have some very interesting, unique vintage tonight. And hopefully you guys are here for it. So now Bill's going to explain to us how the sale is going to work. Then we'll tell you about a big crazy sale coming up, not too far away. So, all right, Bill, it's all you.
So I did see Lorna come in. Hi, Lorna. And
Hi, Lorna.
There was a message to say hi to Helen. So hi, Helen.
Hello, Helen.
And then finally, it's as in oops. So it's Natu. Natu, I believe. As in
not
oops.
two. Okay.
Natu.
Okay.
Which is a beautiful sounding name, I
yes.
believe.
Hello.
Okay,
Dad.
everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to do this quickly, but we will spend a little bit of time talking about shipping since there's some questions. First of all, we have 16 rounds tonight. We added a round because I miscounted. So we are going to do 13 bid rounds, offer up rounds. And then at the end, we are going to do an additional 3 quick claim rounds. And we'll explain how the quick claim works at the end. We will also do a recap before the quick claims for anything that wasn't claimed during the offer up rounds. So if you are someone who wants to chat, if you're someone who likes to keep up on the conversation in the chat, if you're someone who wants to bid tonight, you want to make sure you're in the best version of the chat possible because that's where all the action happens. So that means on your device, it should say live chat all messages. If you see that your device says top messages, you may get some of the comments filtered. So you want to switch it over to all messages using whatever toggle switch that you have. You also want to make sure that you are in the best time frame for the conversation because you may be experiencing lag. You may see us in a different time interval than we actually are. And there are a couple things you can do to beat the lag. The first thing you can do is close the YouTube application out, come back in, click on the sale, and then make sure that red line is all the way over to the right. But the better thing you can do is actually on your device, go to your settings. On your computer, it's down below. And on your mobile device, if you tap on my face, it should appear as a little gear icon up in the corner. And if you select playback speeds and you set it to 2 times, it will catch you up periodically throughout the sale so that you're in real time. So that can be really helpful. We spend a little bit of time on Mother Tucker Monday talking about the chat because that's why we're here. We could just sell things in a store, everyone, but we like to chat. We like to learn. We like to talk. We like to hear about what you want and what you're thinking about. And by the way, we love hearing when you get the items safely. So thank you to everyone who said that they got their items. We love that. But we also like to learn from you. So if there's something that you know about the item we're showing, I'll tell you, I have a couple things I don't know a ton about tonight. So it would be really fun to learn some more about. That's why the chat is there. So we invite you to engage. We also invite you to use it to ask questions. If we're showing you an item, we do our best to describe the item, tell you what we know about it, tell you any condition issues that we think you need to know about it, tell you what the size is, tell you if it's heavy or not. But if you have questions about it, when we're showing it is the time to ask your question. Thank you, Amy. Yeah, don't press too hard on my forehead. I haven't been well lately. What was I saying? Yeah, we will do our best to answer the questions. And if we don't see the question, one of our wonderful mods or one of our wonderful frequent flyers in the chat will help us answer that question. Yeah, I am sounding better, Susan. Thank you. The sore throat actually came back and then it went away pretty quickly. So yeah, it's good. So as I said, we have 13 offer up rounds. What we'll do is we'll show you an item. We'll tally all the stuff we just talked about. And after we see a few bids, if any come in, we will announce that we'll start a countdown. We just decided from here on out to do 20-second countdowns because we always start with 15 and we end up with doing 20 anyway. At the end of that countdown, we still accept bids during the countdown. At the end of the countdown, we will say bid end, and our wonderful bid ender, Karen Gillette, will type the words bid end into the chat. And the highest bid that came in before the bid end on our end, because you may see you may see the order of bids on your device differently, but the highest bid that we see before the bid end claims the item. And if you are someone who claims an item, just remember that that is a promise to pay. Jason and I, we invoice fairly quickly, and we like to expect payment within 24 to 48 hours. If there's a problem with that timeline, just message us, just email us. Our emails are on the screen right here, and let us know the difficulties that you're having, and we can. I don't want to interrupt what I'm saying, but I looked for elderberry syrup in 2 different places and I couldn't find it. So I looked online and I'm going to go to some place tomorrow and see if they have it. Nature's Pavilion, it's called. So it sounds like the kind of place that would have elderberry.
Okay, I was going to say a Whole Foods store seems to be the only place that has that anymore.
Oh, really? Because I didn't even think of that. But anyway, not to get off track. If you are really interested in an item tonight, we offer an option during the countdown called Just in Case. Just in Case is the maximum amount you are willing to bid on an item. And that just offers you the opportunity to have your best chance of securing your option of getting that item in case there are multiple people who are bidding for it. Or in case someone comes in right before the end and puts a bid in that we weren't expecting. So what you do is you type in the letters JIC with that maximum amount that you're willing to bid. And if you have the highest just in case before the end of, before the countdown ends, we will bid you up $1 over the next highest bid or the next highest just in case. We do ask 2 things though, if you are using the just in case option, that you be an active bidder. That means that you have put a bid in before your use of the just in case, and that your just in case comes in only during the countdown. If a just in case comes in before the countdown, that's not good for you because then you've shown your cards to other people and we can't, it's not good for us because we can't acknowledge it because the just in case option happens just during the countdown. Not to break up, I want to answer questions as I see them. So not to break up what I'm talking about, but yes, I am a college professor. I teach nursing at Rutgers University here in New Jersey. So if you are a successful bidder tonight and you claim an item, we need some information from you. So here is the information about shipping that you need to know. We need an email from you with your YouTube screen name, your real name, your shipping address, and your PayPal email address. Jason and I both use PayPal to invoice you. And the good thing about that is you don't need a PayPal account to check out. However, using PayPal protects both you and us because PayPal offers protections when PayPal is used. Now, we're going to send you a link in an email. And if you're someone who doesn't have a PayPal account, when you click on that link, you're going to be able to check out as a guest. And you can even use your Venmo account to pay through PayPal. So it's super easy. And if you have any questions about your invoice when it comes, just message us. We're really happy to help you with that. So our emails are on the screen right now. You can take a screenshot. If you haven't bought from us previously, you can pre-register with us. Send us both the same email with that information. You can copy both of us on it, one email, super simple, and then we will have it for either tonight or for the future. And I think I covered it all. We both use also a shipping option called Pirate Ship. And Pirate Ship allows online resellers to get really deep discounts. And believe me, they are deep discounts because it will show us what the actual price at the post office would be. And then it shows us what the discounted price is. And sometimes it's more than half off. Pirate Ship allows us to ship via USPS or UPS. So Jason and I both ship from Zone 1, from the East Coast. So if you know what zone you're in, that can give you an idea, and you can actually go online and look at different rates from Zone 1 to whatever zone you're in. That'll give you an idea. So yeah, that's it. Did I miss anything, Jason? I'm Bill.
No, I think you covered it. You just got to go over exactly where you're from, and I think that's it.
I'll be shipping from Northern New Jersey. I will be invoicing tomorrow evening. Give me at least until midnight before you start sending me the email saying, I haven't gotten my invoice yet. I have a busy work day tomorrow, but I will be packing and invoicing tomorrow evening. And I ship to the US and Canada only.
All right. Bill covered pretty much everything, for the PayPal, for the Pirate Ship, US and Canada. I ship out of Pennsylvania. Okay. So like Bill said, Zone 1, Pennsylvania. I do all my invoicing once a week. So if you come over to Fantastic Finds on Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern here with Anam or Amy, you'll have an open box. So if I can combine it safely for you, I will. And then we will invoice you. I do all that packing on Saturday. And then usually by the afternoon or evening, Tina is getting out invoices. So I also own a brick and mortar in central Pennsylvania called Mother Tucker's Antiques. If you guys want to do free pickup, you don't have to pay the shipping. Just make sure you communicate that through the email. We will invoice you for the item. Once the invoice is paid, we'll communicate via email, not in one of the sale chats, but via email on when and how you want to pick it up at the shop, and we'll get it accommodated for you. Always remember, gang, you don't have to keep an open box. Never feel obligated. You just have to email us and tell us that you want to close that box. I can usually pack next day, invoice same day, and once it's paid, I can ship the next day. So if you need it rushed, you need to communicate that with us. Guys, always remember. Oh, wait, go ahead, Bill.
I was just going to say, Linda, we are also annoyed by how long this beginning part takes. So don't be sorry. It's absolutely okay. We have been working hard to try to figure out how to get it shorter. And we were getting it shorter for a while, Jason. We're creeping back up there now. We got to work on it again.
We're discussing, me, Bill, and Amy, a lot. We're discussing different ways to handle the beginning of sales. So we might unveil something a little different in the future. As of now, we're just going to critique it as we go. So we'd always just say pop in maybe 20 after, and we should be into the sale. I just want to make sure that I press one thing. All of the folks that sell together on my channel, whether it be Bill or Amy or even any of the Valentinos or anyone we bring on as a guest, we all, for those sales, we put out a reel or we put out a static post of the items that we're showing, okay? We always do that. We don't do anything like, oh, it's going to be a surprise, because we want you guys to know exactly what we are bringing, so that also shows part of our process of you guys seeing what we're offering. So if you guys ever watch our reels or you see anything that we post and you have any questions leading up to the sale, that would be a good time for you guys to email us and we can answer those questions. So we do those reels not only to promote the sale, but we also do that to promote the items. And it kind of gives you guys, like if you went to an in-person auction, gives you guys a chance to preview those items before we offer them. So not saying there's anything wrong with doing it that other way. That's just how we do it, so that you guys fully know what's coming to every one of our sales. So I think that covered everything. I want to say hello to a few people. Then Bill's going to quickly promote what's coming up this week for a fun sale, because I am so excited to say hello to Ethel Ann Redvan, the very lovely Stacy. It's so good to see you. I hope I get to see you down at the shop someday soon. And I think we caught everybody as they came in. I saw Steele come in. How are you, Steele? Hello to everybody. There he is. How are you, Jerry? It's so good to see you. And guys, if I ever miss you, it's never intentional. It's just because it probably didn't catch my eye. So, all right, Bill, with 155 of our friends here, do you want to tell the folks? Oh, wait, it's Noel. How are you, Noel? Good to see you. How are you? Do you want to go ahead and tell everybody the big surprise?
Not the big surprise. You all know that with the Valentinos are getting back together again this Friday, 8 o'clock on Mother Tucker's channel. We have decided to do a Christmas in March sale with both Christmas decorations and Christmas themed items. So you can think red and green glass if you're someone who likes to buy glass, or maybe pottery. So it's not only ornaments and decorations, it's kind of like going to be 60 plus items, I think. So, and we're bringing in our good stuff. So if you like Christmas, catch us this Friday, 8 o'clock on Mother Tucker's. It'll be Jason, myself, Brian, and John. Yes.
Rose, I missed you, Rose. I'm so sorry. You got mixed in. Rose, how are you? I see you now. And I want to make sure I pronounce, is it Jamine? Am I saying that properly? Please correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's how you pronounce it, Bill. I'm pretty sure. And back up to Rose. Rose, I missed you earlier, but I see you now, Rose. Good to see you and welcome in, everybody. So I guess we're ready to get the sale started. Jameen. Okay. Hello, Jameen. It's so good to see you. I will try not to mess that up again in the future. And thank you so much, because I don't want to say anybody's name wrong. So Bill, are you ready to?
Let's go. Let's get this going.
And we have quick claims. I know Bill already said, but stick around to the end. We got some really good quick claims coming up at the end of the sale. 3 rounds of them. 3 rounds.
All right, let's start selling stuff. $15, Jason.
All right.
If anyone's interested, I love everything I brought tonight. I just have to say that. So the first thing I brought is this pretty old 1923, I think it is, 1927, from Woman's World magazine. It is a salads and sandwiches cookbook. I don't know if you cook salads, but it is a cookbook. It's being a collection of 150 tested recipes for home cookery arranged by months. So every month there are different salads and sandwiches that you could choose. The inside the front cover and the back cover are in color, and then the rest is pretty much monochromatic. There is like a blue color on the pages, but if you love ephemera, or you love salads and sandwiches, that's actually why I picked it up. I actually copied a couple of the pages. Like, it tells you what great salads and sandwiches you might want to make in March, including how to use shamrocks in your sandwich.
Okay.
How cool is that?
Right.
And then there are, of course, those things we would never think to eat, like grape juice fruit salad, or how about poinsettia salad? That sounds interesting, doesn't it?
Are they really edible?
Simple.
Are they really edible, or poinsettia edible?
I think the idea is you use vegetables and make it look like the poinsettia salad.
Got it.
But this is the full list of the salads at the top and the sandwiches at the bottom. So there are just so many. And again, 1927, Hungarian potato herring salad for November.
No, I'm good.
I was good with the potato until the herring happened.
Yeah.
Herrings were popular in 1927.
They were.
Mock lobster salad. And then, of course, the ever famous meat salad.
That'll give you the meat sweats, Bill. That'll give you the meat sweats.
Meat salad is an August recipe. Ginger fig sandwiches, almond marmalade sandwiches. I mean, it's just pretty cool. It's just pretty cool. And, these things always make me think of that movie. I can't remember the name. Someone will know the movie that they made with Julia Child's cookbook. Where the woman bought the cookbook, and her goal was to cook every recipe in the book. Yes. It's kind of like my goal here, except half the stuff, I don't eat seafood. So that would be a problem. Yes. But anyway, I see a bid. We're going to move it along. If anyone else is interested, we're looking for $16, and it's in great condition. You can see a couple little bends, but it's almost 100 years old, so we can forgive it. Julia and Julie, that's what it was.
Yes.
That was a fun movie. Yep. And I think her very last recipe was that really hard beef, both bourguignon, I think it was.
Yes. Oh my God, you said it almost like her.
Well, it was a okay, so we're looking for 16 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
And Rose, yes, we still see you. She was checking back in. We still see you, Rose. And hello, Tirza. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well.
There is the bid end. So, Dusty Moose, congratulations. This is yours. It's fun. Guys. Believe me, it's fun.
$5 choice. And it took me a hot minute to hang on, or me and Tina, to find enough hat pins to do a choice like I did months ago. So they were popular a couple months ago. We'll see if anybody's interested this time. So these hat pins probably range in the age from the 60s to the 1980s, okay? 2 of them are the synthetic cameo hat pins, and they're going to be $5 choice. Now, I measured it from the top to the bottom of the pin. This is the first cameo at $5, and it measures 3 inches long. So this one will be known as your large cameo hat pin. So that is your first one. Again, they are synthetic. So I see you, Susan. Thank you so much. Then this one is like a plastic, okay? It's like a higher quality plastic. I don't want to say resin in the aspect of it being lucite, but it is a plastic bird hat pin, if my camera wants to cooperate and focus. And they actually use like a copper wire to make his legs. So let's see if we can get in here. No, it wants to not focus tonight. So here he is. There we go. And he measures in length about 2.5 inches. So that's going to be your second one. This one, I believe, hinges a little closer to the 1980s, okay? But that one I thought is really unique. And these are not only useful, but they're fun to like decorate with, okay? This one is a porcelain top, and it has this yellow flower on it. So you can see there's a yellow flower that is painted on the porcelain piece, and all of them do have their little cap on the bottom. This one measures about 2.5 inches as well, okay? So that is just the length of the top to the bottom, okay? I didn't measure each individual item that is on the top of the hat pin. So we're at 5. We're looking for 6. This is your other cameo. Very similar to the larger one, except it's a shorter stick. So this one comes in at about 2 inches tall, okay? And again, there's no signature on the back. These are synthetic cameos, so they are definitely costume jewelry, and they are in very good condition with no issues. If my camera wants to focus, you can actually see how detailed the silhouette is, and it has like a coral background, okay? Both cameos have like a coral background. So there was that one. Then we had the porcelain top one with the yellow flower. I'm just trying to get this to focus if it wants to for me. So there is that one, and that is a yellow flower on there. Then I'll quickly show you again. There is the plastic bird. That sounds weird saying that, but he's kind of like almost like an Oriole almost style bird. And then this was the one we started with. Same kind of cameo, just on a longer stick pin. So you'll either pick large cameo, bird, porcelain, or short cameo. So let's go ahead and do a countdown on these. We are looking for 6 or more. Susan has the top bid. Thank you so much, Kim. Let's count them down. 6 or more, just in case for active bidders. Are those label pins? These are stick pins. So, I mean, I don't know that I've ever heard them called label pins.
Lapel.
Okay, lapel pin. They could be lapel pins. I mean, you could put them in to a lapel. You could, but I've always known these as stick pins or like hat pins or things like that. So, I mean, it could be a lapel. I'm sorry. And I promised, and Tina says they are. So, yes, they are. Sorry, I promised a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Yes, you did hear correct. Christmas in March. Gosh, there's some platforms that they didn't stop selling Christmas since Christmas, you know? So there's the bid end. Thank you so much, Karen G. So I'll scroll back up here. We had Susan. Thank you so much, Susan, in at 5. So Susan, let me know which one or ones you want. That one will be your large one. This one will be the bird. The large cameo and porcelain, you got it. Thank you so much. The other 2 will come back in the recap. All right, Bill. Thank you, Susan.
All right, $28, Jason, because I decided I can't split up this set because you so rarely find, or at least I so rarely find, all 3 of the poses of the Goebel birds all still together in the same collection. Now, these are the Goebel West German sparrows. These are the Eurasian sparrows. Super, super pretty. They have this blue collar area under their neck, and also a blue sort of headdress on top with really beautiful painting, and they are in really good condition. I will point out that one of the sparrows does have a rough spot right here at the end of its beak, but I don't see any clay coming through, but it does seem rough. And you know, to get all 3 is just a great. When I started doing research on these, I couldn't split them up because you don't often see them all 3 together. Now, these are, I agree, the glaze on Goebel is so nice. These are 2.5 inches tall and 4 inches across. Hi, Philomena. So good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, they're super sweet. So let me show you each bird, and then I will do a countdown. So the first bird sort of has a look that's a little bit off-center to the side. And the body is more upright than the others. They are small differences between them, but when you see them all together, you can actually see this is the longest of all of the birds. It's kind of got its tail splayed out behind it, its tail feathers. And this one's sort of got an upright, looking upwards sort of pose with its head. And then this is the one that's sort of looking off to the side. But they're so pretty when you see them all together.
You know, Goebel, I think, did such a good job of making things look very realistic.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And, you know, not to get into the mythology, but if you are of European heritage and you know the mythology of the sparrow, particularly if you're from Ireland, these are a special kind of bird. So that's fun too. So we're looking for 29 or more, and it's for the set. It's not for choice. So I'm going to start that countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Just look at those colors. Oh.
Yeah, they did a good job. I'm so happy you're keeping them together, Bill.
Yeah, I see we tend to split things up a lot, but I'm kind of more I'm of the mindset right now trying to keep something like this together. So Tirza, congratulations. These are yours. Thank you for allowing them to stay together.
All right, $15, guys. And I actually married this set together because I had the figurine for a while. Then I found the salt and pepper shakers. How are you, Barb? It's so good to see you. So for $15, I'll start out with the salt and pepper shakers. You're going to get these wonderful elephants. They are porcelain. They do say that they are made in Japan. And sort of with the coloring on them and the feel of them, they have like almost a 1930s deco kind of flair, okay? They do have a light yellow hue to them. So if I would highlight myself, it didn't highlight. For $15, you are going to get the salt and pepper shakers and a figurine that I think kind of looks like their crazy cousin and is going to go with it. But let me show you what you'll get first. You'll get these shakers, okay? The shakers roughly measure 3 by 3, and they have those older style, holes in there where the only difference is they were smaller for the salt or larger for one or the other two. So there you can see they do have the original corks. I love the different details of the orange, the green, and the blue, very 1930s deco style. I love the big ears. They are technically trunk up, so that is good. They have that luster effect to them. So for $15, you get these shakers, no damage to them. I even love how they painted the tusks in blue. But you're going to get their crazy cousin, this random figurine that isn't necessarily the same, but I think he kind of goes with them. So he is angry. He's angry. He's letting everybody know. He has this unique mark on the bottom that no Google image could help me figure out. I didn't want to bother Amy. I don't know, Bill, have you ever seen a mark like that on the bottom? I didn't want to bother anybody. I couldn't find this mark. It is porcelain. And this guy, thank you, purple and green. This guy measures 4 by 3. So you're going to get him. So I just thought he was really cute. I had him for a while. I bought an elephant collection last year. So I found him. And I just thought they kind of went together. So he's kind of spaced out on things with his eyes like that. And he's mad. But then you got his two buddies that are like, dude, you got to calm down. So you're going to get him and you're going to get him. So they are the shakers. And like I said, they measure 3 by 3. And then you're going to get Mr. Crazy Elephant figurine that I kind of think went with it. And he's just a little bit taller. So here's everything together that you're going to get. We got purple and green in at 15, looking for 16 or more. And again, you get the shakers. You're right, Rose. He's not angry. You're right. He's singing. He is just singing his heart out. So you're right. So we're looking for 16 or more. Let's go ahead and do a countdown. We are doing just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I just thought these were. I just think they're so different. You have these out on your table. They're definitely different. Definitely. And then they can fit kitsch mid-century, but they definitely screamed very 1930s to me. So there's our bid end. You didn't need it. Purple and green treasures because they are yours for $15. And I feel like this is the first time you purchased from us. If you did before and I forgot, I'm so sorry. But if you could and you haven't, just email me all your information and we will get you an invoice. I feel like you have, but I can't remember. All right, Bill.
$22, Jason. And I have some great glass from all different decades tonight. And the first piece I have is yummy. I love it. It is this gorgeous pedestal ruffled compote. This is a Fenton piece. And as you can see, you can really see it when you look down into it. It is slag glass. It looks like a yummy blueberry creamsicle. Not an orange
Yeah.
one, but a blue one. And it is in great condition. No chips or cracks. And it is in the cabbage rose design. I'll give you a close-up on that. You can see it right under the ruffles all the way around. And you can see it on this beautiful, beautiful pedestal that has panels along the side of it. What's more, though, is that it does have its gorgeous older Fenton, the black and kind of cream colored Fenton sticker. Yeah, so it is really beautiful. It is 6.5 inches tall and 6 inches at its widest when you measure across. Yeah, 6.5 inches tall. So, and it's great. And I'm not bringing things for Easter right now, and I think this goes in many seasons, but it is really a great thing for Easter, particularly because if you're looking for something to hold something else, how great does that look?
It looks really good.
If you have one of those German paper mache eggs, or you have a bunch of little fuzzy chicks that you want to display, it's just perfect for that. Super, super pretty. Let me just give you another close up. Let me put some black behind it so you can see.
And Bill, this looks so good with your slag glass. If you guys collect slag glass, oh, this looks wonderful with it.
So that look good up there with those.
Looks really good.
Yeah,
that
orange
looks really good.
Look
the bittersweet. Real good.
Yeah, it's
Love
really
it.
pretty. Really, really pretty. And again, no damage on the ruffles. It's in really good shape. And you can see those beautiful swirls of the white and the blue glass sort of meeting one another. On this side, you see some really nice swirls as well.
And, each one of these is different. There's no two that are alike. No two that are alike.
Yeah, super pretty. But we're gonna bring it back at the recap so we can move it along. So give it a think, and you will see it again later.
All right, guys. It's a good-looking piece. Nice swirl. Wait, we got a bid. Hang on, guys. Let's get Bill back over here.
Thank you, Shannon. I'm just going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
Plus, you got the sticker. You got that label.
Yeah. And funny, when I got it, it was turned around, so I didn't see it right away. And then I saw the sticker, and I was like, "Oh, that's nice," because I love stickers.
I do too.
Thank you very much, Shannon. You can fill that up with pineapple. Keep the cough away.
All right, $10 choice. I pondered like Bill did with his birds. If I should keep them together, but I'm going to offer mine separate, okay? Because their colors are different. You can take them all. They'll be $10 choice. I had to dig deep because I could not find these anywhere. Now, I knew the sculpt. These are a sculpt by Royal Copley, okay? So they made planters with these birds. They, of course, had a whole line of different style birds that they made. But these are actually made to hang on the wall, okay? So they have the little indent in the back. Bill, have you ever seen these before?
I've seen them applied on planters.
Yes. But these are the ones that were meant to hang on the wall.
Yeah.
So Kimry Ann, thank you so much. So all three of them are in different colors. Okay. So and there's no damage to them. They are the same kind of, ceramic that Royal Copley uses. And each one of them measures roughly about 4 1/4 by 5. All right. And all of them hang on the wall. So this is going to be your first choice. Thank you so much, Jerry. See you at 11. This one is your pink and blue. And that's how you'll let me know which ones you want. So this one will be your pink and blue one. Then we have the yellow and green one. Now, I did get all these together from the same estate. So I do believe that they had them hung on the wall together. So you could take them all. But I just thought maybe some folks wanted just one or two. And then this is your third choice. This is the yellow and blue. So we have 3 to choose from. The first one I showed you was pink and blue. Then we had green and yellow, and then this one is the blue and yellow. And they did detail each one of them. There is slight texture to them. You can see that the eyes are raised. There's no damage. Each single one has the little recessed little V here for the nail to hang on the wall. And again, like I said, each one of these birds measures just about 4¼ by 5. So we're looking for 12. Let's keep it moving and do a countdown. Like I said, you'll just pick by the colors that you want. So 12 or more, let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. These are probably from the 50s, early 60s. If you guys collect the planters, these would look great on the wall behind. And then you'll just have to let me know which one or ones you want. Kimberly Ann, I got you in at 13. You can take a variation. The green kind of offsets them, but they all came from the same estate. That's how they had them hung. So Kimberly Ann, you get first choice at 13. Yellow and blue. And then you had pink and blue. And again, no damage to them. They all have that great detail. And then your other choice could have been, okay, congratulations. Thank you so much. All right, Bill. Hello,
hi, Chloe girl. Good to see you. So I have a choice round, Jason. These are starting at $24 for choice. And I've said this before. I think I've said it before. There's always usually one thing that inspires everything else that I bring. And tonight it's this. I have been like obsessed with looking at these old porcelain juicers in antique stores forever. But I always see that there's so much money. So I've never actually picked one up, and I found this one. I was really fortunate to find this one. So before anyone bids, I do want to disclose that there is one chip. I mean, these are super old, but there is one chip. That's how it looks from the top, but it is there on the rim, and they are covered in beautiful, beautiful small crazing. You can see that. Yeah, this pottery is gorgeous. So this is the juicer. Both parts are still present. You can actually see what that chip looks like from the top. Super clean. And you know, this porcelain, it's like the yellowware porcelain, but it's super light. It's so light and dainty, and it's got this beautiful floral motif on it. Probably some sort of tree. And this is what the mark on the bottom looks like. That hand painted in Japan mark. And you really get a good sense of the crazing by looking at the bottom. So pretty. And you can see why there's so much crazing, because this entire edge is unglazed. That's where moisture would have gotten in over time. But no chips or cracks on the spout. The handle is in good use. Super pretty. So this is the first choice. If anyone's interested, let me tell you what the dimensions are. The juicer is 3.5 inches tall and 4.5 inches at its widest. If the juicer is not interesting to you, I also separately found this beautiful tidbit tray, also made in Japan, of the same porcelain material. You do see a glaze drip, glaze drip, which is under the glaze. So a paint drip under the glaze there. But this is what the hand painting looks like from the top. It is so pretty. These little hexagons that are all connected in the center. The handle is held on, you can see, by an old screw there. And there are no chips or cracks in this one. The same sort of crazing, though. Let me see if I can show you up close. Yeah,
this
the same sort of crazing.
This pairs so well with chintz. If you guys collect chintz, it pairs well with that. It pairs well with your yellowware if you guys collect yellowware. And this is so fun to take out on the patio in the springtime. You know, use the juicer, make yourself some juice, you know, like plain old orange juice, put some little Italian cookies on that tray and take them out back and be real bougie on your porch.
It's also fun because while it's meant to be a tidbit tray, nuts or little things like that, so many of the ceramics we collect come in threes. If you saw my preview, I actually had put those Goble birds in here just like they were little nests. So if you had a little collection of 3 of something and you wanted to have a little home for it, or you wanted to be able to carry it around, this could be a really fun thing as well. Yeah, I think these 2 pieces are super pretty. I've never owned anything like them before. So the tidbit tray is 3.5 inches tall and 8 inches at its widest. So super pretty.
All right, guys, make sure you stick around. We are going to do a recap, and we also have 3 quick claim rounds coming up later, so please stick around for that. I'm going to switch over to some glass, okay? $20. Now, this was a hard piece to find, believe it or not. This is made by Westmoreland. They usually use this to do a lot of their hand painting on, okay? I couldn't find just this plain one that actually looks like Blue Neek, but this is a gorgeous, heavy blue vase, and it does have the stamp of Westmoreland here on the bottom. And actually, you can see how thick the glass is here on the top. So there are no chips at all to the rim. This would pair well with your Viking glass. This would look great in a mid-century decor. There's no sickness to it. There's no haze to it. I actually have a piece of Viking coming up later, and when you actually put the Blue Neek next to it, they look almost identical. So if you guys love the blue of the Blue Neek or the blues of the L.E. Smith, this Westmoreland vase is going to fit in very well. So a lot of times they would frost this and they would do the Mary Gregory silhouette paintings on them. This one is not. This one is from the 1960s and was just their plain old blue, rounded vase. It is a nice large vase and would look great as a centerpiece. It would look great, in your mid-century, like I just said. It measures 7 inches tall and it's about 5 inches wide. So sometimes we bring a lot of glass that's sort of fussy, kind of hand painted. I wanted to offer something that wasn't. I wanted to offer something that was very, mid-century. Thank you so much, Rose. I see you're 23. So we're looking for 24 more. The impressive thing to me was the top. You can see how they polished that top. There's no chips to it. A lot of times we find the pieces of Pilgrim glass, or we find Murano, or some of those larger pieces of glass that have a thick lip like that, and they have a little flea bite. But as I twist it around, you can see there is no chipping to it, and it does. It was going to go great with your Viking, your L.E. Smith, any kind of glass. And like I just showed you, this is coming up later. Honestly, it looks identical in the light. So we're looking for 24 or more. And again, it is Westmoreland, 1960s. Here is the stamp on the underside. And there's no weirdness and there's no haze. It's very, very clean and in very good condition. Again, measures 7 inches tall by about 5 across. Let's go ahead and do a countdown. Rose is in at 23. We're looking for 24 or more on the mid-century Westmoreland blue vase. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you, Mary Beth. I think it's gorgeous. And the fact that every other Westmoreland piece I found was the frosted or the Mary Gregory. This one is just clear mid-century. There's the bid end. So congratulations, Rose. It's yours for $23. You're going to enjoy it. Thank you so much. You didn't need your just in case. You got it. All right, Bill.
It goes to show that you should pick up every piece of glass you see out, because I would have never guessed that was Westmoreland.
Me
Ever.
neither.
But speaking of mid-century glass, speaking of something that would coordinate really well with that color, I have a choice round for $15, Jason, and I have 2 of these. They are slightly different. I have 2 beautiful frosted swung vases. This one is 11.5 inches tall, and I'll be completely upfront. I'm 95% sure, but 5% unsure that it's L.E. Smith, but I don't know. L.E. Smith did do some frosting. There's really no way to mark these because L.E. Smith didn't mark them on the bottom, but it is gorgeous, and it's in a satin finish. Yeah, it's a gorgeous satin finish. And if you care, it has uranium or cadmium, I should say, in it around the top and the base. So both of these glow. So this one is the 11.5 inches one. The second one that I have is half an inch taller. It is 12 inches with a little bit of a different mouth, but they are super, super cool. Yeah, isn't that fun? Those mouths like that. A lot of L.E. Smith does have the lighter mouth, but not that. This is really thick. That's really thick there. Well, so that's where you get all the glow.
The shape of those, Bill, they're shaped like the Viking simplicity. Doesn't Viking have a simplicity? I mean,
but are they satin finish?
I don't know. It's the same sculpt though. I don't know that I've seen. I mean, I know Viking used to do some satin.
They very well could be.
It looks like bittersweet. It looks like satin bittersweet.
No, it looks really good with everything. So they are definitely orange. These are orange. They are not red. but they look super with that blue color. Jason's second piece, the blue neat color, looks so good with orange.
You sure this isn't frosted bittersweet? Because even Barb thinks that.
No, bittersweet is slag. This is not bittersweet.
No,
this is glass.
Well, then it's persimmon. Then it would be
glass.
Could
if
be
it's Viking. If it's Viking, it's persimmon.
It's probably persimmon in their frosted, because they did do frosted, very limited persimmon frosted. So if this is, I mean, that's.
I hear what you're saying, Jason, but it's okay.
All right.
You know,
okay.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe they are $200 vases. That's fine with me. That's fine with me. Let's just find them a home.
Okay. No, I mean they're good. They're good. They're good.
I should have contacted Carrie at Grumpy Bear Vintage once again, because she knows it all. But how pretty are they with the black background for the mid-century?
They're gorgeous. I mean, and they look so good at Halloween mixed in with your black. If you do black cats or you do the bitters, like, man, okay.
And they've been up there for a while, so they look good with persimmon. They look good with the bittersweet. It just looks really good. They look good with blue.
Did you find these at the same time at the same place?
Yeah.
So they've lived the life together. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown because it looks like the interest is starting to generate. So we're looking for right now 26 for choice on the larger one, which is 12 inches, or the slightly smaller one, which is 11.5 inches. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
Gang, don't forget to use those just in cases. They're there if you were an active bidder, because this is good. This is good. Oh, man. Wow. So good. They're fantastic.
There is the bid end. Thank you, Karen. So Leanne had the highest natural bid at 38, but Kelly came in with a just in case of 50. So Kelly, you have first choice at $39. Just let me know if you would like the tall one or the shorter one, and it is only a half an inch difference. So this is the taller one. This is the shorter one.
God, they would look good together on either side of your mantle.
I like it when you kind of put one on a higher level.
Yeah.
That's how I did it in my my preview.
I don't know how a person could pick. They're fantastic. She wants them both.
Thank you so much, Kelly.
All right.
Now I'm going to go research tonight and find out that they're Viking, which is fine because they need to go to somebody.
I really feel like they are Viking. So, all right, guys, $15. And at Easter time, heading into the summer season, I think deviled eggs. Now, I actually forget what, Bill?
So do I.
I mean, it's deviled egg season, and I have pretty much a new old stock Stangl egg, deviled egg plate to offer. But I'm offering this because I gather that there have been articles, talk. There aren't a lot of companies that produce deviled egg plates. So they are gaining in popularity. They're gaining in value because, every time, you went to a yard sale, anytime you went to your aunt's house or your grandma's house, or even in your house, she had a deviled egg plate. Nobody has them anymore. So I have a Stangl deviled egg plate for you. What I think is fantastic is it still has its original Stangl sticker on it. The pattern is called Golden Blossom. So if you like this, I figure this is very 1970s, very modern, very mid-century. I figure it could fit in multiple decors, but this is great heading into the Easter in the spring and the summer season that you guys could actually use for your deviled eggs. So I actually thought this would be neat if you guys collected the alabaster eggs. You could put them out on display on this. And again, the Stangl pattern on here, it is called Golden Blossom. And if you guys aren't familiar with Stangl, it is a pottery company out of New Jersey. It is a very popular pottery company. They made a ton of different patterns. They had their issues throughout their years, like a fire and a bankruptcy and all sorts of different things. but it is sort of a brownware. You can sort of see it is a glazed brownware, and it is this gorgeous egg plate. So I figure it could fit into a ton of different decors. I just think it's great to have one on hand because you never know when you're going to get that call that you need to go to a picnic, and you could bring your deviled eggs. There's no chips at all to the rim. There's no crazing on it. It still has its original Stangle sticker on it, which I think is amazing. And it's about 9 inches in diameter. So it's about 9 inches in diameter. The pattern, I think in the research that I read, it's from the 60s through the 70s. Okay, Stangle made patterns. Sometimes they made patterns for 20 years. But the life of this pattern, I think, was the mid-60s into the 1970s. So again, it's technically new old stock. It's never been used. I seldom find a piece that has the Stangle sticker on it. And then, of course, it still has its original stamp on the back in very good condition. So I see you, Anna D. Thank you so much in at 15. We're looking for 16 or more. And I saw folks holding the pattern both ways. So if you like this, you could get more of the dish set. You could get the tidbit tray to use that on your table as well. But again, this also is going to look really good in your fall season. So let's go ahead and count this down. We're looking for 16 or more, and we are doing just in case for an active bidder. Anna D's in, so we'll count it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. It has the golds in it. It's kind of like the mustardy gold. It's got like the green in it, and it's got the browns. It's going to fit almost any kind of decor, and it has a nice weight to it. So you guys make those big, big deviled eggs. It's going to hold up. All right, Anna D, thank you so much. Congratulations. The Stangle deviled egg dish is all yours. Enjoy. All right, Bill.
Hi, Anna D. I didn't see you come in. My voice came back, so that's good news. I'm going to start this at $20 if anyone's interested, Jason. Another really interesting piece that sort of went with my theme. This is my first of 2 framed rounds tonight. And this is a print of the 6 important events in a girl's life. There are lots of variations of what this looks like, but this one is super, super good. I do believe that it was at some point a home framed job. The mat on it isn't exactly square off. There are some little variations in it, but other than that, it's in great condition. Someone did tape the back on it. And if you're not familiar with this piece, this appeared, I think, in it was like an early McCall's or even earlier than that. One of the 1920s magazines, I think this appeared in. And in case you didn't know, everyone, the 6 important events in a girl's life are, they start at the proposal. The second one is the trousseau, which is the fitting of the wedding gown. The third one is the wedding itself. The fourth one is the honeymoon. The fifth one is her first dinner that she hosted. And the last one is their new life with a little baby. I'll just give you a close-up on all of them.
This is so popular in our store when they come in. Folks want to give these at bridal parties as gifts. Fun. Like that this has been a real popular print for decades.
I actually think it's a cool shape and size as well. Mm-hmm. The only condition issue I would point out is it does look like there is a mark underneath the glass here. It doesn't come off, but other than that, it's in super, super condition. And I think, even if you had kiddos in your life, to have a conversation about what this means in modern time, and I just think it's super, super good. Let me tell you what the dimensions are. I wrote them down somewhere. I promise. 12.5 inches long and 4.75 inches from bottom to top. And the coloring is still in really good condition. Jason's right. I've seen these before too, and they tend to get really faded. Mm-hmm. But these are still pretty vibrant.
Yep. Yeah, these are good. I think they called some of these yard longs almost too. Some of the prints.
Yeah,
they were yard longs. So good.
All right, well, we have a bid. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown because I like to start the countdowns when I see the bids. If anyone else is interested, now is the time to get in. 15, just to give you an idea of the size. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. A little bit longer than my head. You're right, Karen.
Oh my gosh. And I love the way it's framed too. It has a
It's
really
gorgeous.
good look to it.
I didn't even pay attention to. Didn't even say anything about the frame, but how gorgeous is this old wooden frame?
It is.
Yeah, really good. So congratulations, Karen. This is yours. Yay!
And guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. If you are not subscribed to Bill and you're watching this in the replay, the link to his channel and his Instagram are down below. Please consider giving me a follow. Thank you so much, Kim, for being our backup mod and bid ender. And thank you, Karen G, so much. $15 and you're going to get the whole set. Okay. I have tried to research these. I can't find them. I don't think they're super old. I don't think they're super new. So you're going to get the whole set. If you guys love cake toppers and you guys collect the little candle holders, you're going to get the whole entire circus. Okay. You're going to get the whole entire set of 10. All right. They're all in very good condition. One has a little paint issue, which I will show you, but you're going to get the whole entire circus, and it is a set of 10. You can use these as figurines. You can use these as candle holders. That's what they're meant for. They're meant to be cake toppers, okay? So they are made of bisque. The largest one in the set measures 3.5 inches tall. The smallest one measures 2 inches tall. So I'm going to quickly show them to you. You're going to get the whole set. I Google image these. I checked all over. I can't find them. I think they're probably from the 90s, maybe the 80s, okay? So you're going to get the little ringmaster. They aren't stamped. They aren't stamped, but you're going to get the whole entire set. So there he is. He's a bisque figurine. They kind of remind me of the old German little snow babies, okay, if you remember what they're like. So you're going to get the ringmaster, so you get him. We're going to go really quick. So $15, you'll get the whole set of 10. You have the bear. Okay, I love him with his hat. Again, they are little candle holders, so you can use them as that, or you can use them as a figurine. I know, Steele, I was actually balancing. The only condition issue I could find was on this little guy here. He's the tiger. I don't know if that's a chip or if that's a paint missing situation. So you're going to get him. Again, I think these are really neat. These are whimsical. These are fun. If you guys collect circus theme or you have like birthdays coming up, you could put one on a cake every year for a youngster. There's your elephant balancing. Clown alert, clown alert. You are going to get the clown with his balloon. So he does come in the set. So again, $15, you're going to get them all. There's your little lion. Isn't he just cute with that little hat on there? Again, I don't think these are like 2000s. I think these are early 90s or 1980s, okay? And again, they all measure between 3.5 and 2 inches tall. So we're looking for 15. You get the whole set of 10. There's the little giraffe. And again, there's the little hole for the candle. And again, like I said, these are made of bisque. These are fun if you guys just collect miniatures. So then you have the muscle guy. Look at him with his barbell. Like, I think he's really fun and cool if that's what you guys, I mean, even if you collect that kind of stuff. Then we have the pony with the hat dress. I'm not seeing any interest. That's okay. But the whole set, you get a whole set of 10 for the 15. And then last but not least, you get the little dog on the unicycle. He's on a little unicycle. So, and again, they're all in very good condition. They're pastel colors, and they are all little candle holders. Again, maybe someone knows better than me, could say in the chat if they've ever seen these before. But I Google imaged them, and I will say some of them came up that they were like an older version. So I don't know if they remade the set, or I don't believe that these are from the 30s or 40s. I believe they're a little more contemporary. So I see you, Patty, at 15. Thank you so much. So let's hold him up. Let's hold the little ringmaster up, and let's do a countdown. So you're going to get the whole entire circus, one money. We're looking for 16 or more. We're counting down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I just think this is so neat. You literally have a whole circus. So if you had like a little tent, if you did a little Christmas village, you don't have to use these as candle holders or cake toppers. You could use them as the little bisque figurines. So he is super happy. So there's our bid end. Thank you so much, Karen G. So Patty Rose, if I could click on it, Patty Rose, congratulations. Come on, StreamYard. It's yours. Congratulations. Thank you so much. All right, Bill.
$15, Jason, and I just wanted to congratulate you. I did. I went on. I confirmed that you were correct, Kelly. Those vases you just bought are indeed Viking vases. I confirmed it online. Congratulations, Jason.
Okay, they're
I'm
good.
Gonna say it, Jason. You were right.
In front of 180 people. Okay, thank you.
Correct.
You made my day. Thank you.
So y'all got a little peek of this earlier. This is some beautiful English porcelain. It is this little dresser jar trinket box with a pansy motif all around it. And it is gorgeous. And it's just the right time of the year to bring this beautiful flower. And I will say it does have a little secret on the inside. If you actually saw my video yesterday, you might have seen this already. It also is hand painted on the top of the inside, which is just so nice, especially if you bring it out onto your dresser and you use it to hold something. The only condition issue to know about this is a tiny, tiny little chip right here at the end. You can feel it. You don't see it so much, at least I don't, but you can feel it. So this, as I said, this is English porcelain. It is from the line of Fondville, which is a huge line. There's actually dinnerware that go with this line as well. And it's called Burleyware. So this is a Staffordshire ceramic company. And it's a nice size. It's a nice size for a little trinket dresser jar. It is 3 inches tall and 5 inches from side to side. Super, super pretty. It's got some gold painting around the edge. And I just want to show you that it hasn't worn off. It's just in really great condition. But those pansies,
so good.
Yeah, they look like
they look real.
They do look real. Yeah, they're really good.
3-dimensional. Yeah. And this would make a great gift even after Easter. You know, you could gift an egg like this, you know, at any time, but it's good at Easter. But this would make it even a great, like maybe spring, June gift. Put like a little piece of jewelry in that or candy. It's gorgeous.
Super pretty. Or Mother's Day. That's a great idea.
Yep. You're right. Mother's Day.
All right, we have a bid, so I'm going to count it down. If anyone else is interested, now is the time to get in. We're looking for 16 or more. And if you're not planting your pansies, it's a good time to start thinking about it. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Yeah, depending on where you live, I should say. Where Jason and I live, now it's the time to plant your pansies. For some of you, it's probably too hot already. Pansies don't like the warm weather.
This weekend was ridiculously cold.
So thank you, Karen. It is coming to you.
All right, guys, I'm going to get myself over here, and I have a jewelry choice. So $10 choice. I was channeling like my spring and summer blues and flowers and all that stuff. So these are mid-century costume jewelry pieces. This first one is signed on the back, and it is a listener piece, okay? So it is this great abstract, this acrylic style, almost wreath. It has your 2 different tones of blue on it. It has like a lighter blue. It has a little darker blue. Sometimes in some lights, it looks like it's a gray or maybe an off-white, but it's definitely like a 2-toned blue. And then it has the little like swoop right there. And it measures just about 2 inches in diameter. So this is your first piece of jewelry. I will show you where it's signed. It is signed right up here by my finger. So again, this would be a great piece. I think you could wear here in the spring. You could wear it in through the summer. It would even look great, heading into the patriotic times of the year. So that is your first little choice. That is the signed piece of costume jewelry. Thank you, Robin. I see you in at 10. Then we have this gorgeous enameled, double flower enameled pin. It's in very good condition. It is in the same blue as the round wreath, let's call it. There are no chips. The center of the flower has like this minty green for the center, and then it has it's almost like it has a iridescence to it, to the metallic, to the enamel paint on there, and it is a light blue and white. So, and then here is your back. There are no chips at all to the enamel or to the metal. There's a part where the price tag was still hanging on there. Let me get that off really quick. The flower measures, Metal Girl, thank you. I see you in at 12, so we're looking for 13 or more. Flower measures about 2.5 inches, so no issues with the stem. The stem is made of metal. It's like a gold, has a gold tone to it. And there you can see the clasp. Again, everything's in very good condition. You can see where it is riveted there and popped in. They're not moving. They're in really good condition. You can see it also has the other leaf here in the back. So it has 3 leaves, pardon me, that are made of metal. And of course, that is metal, but it is enameled. So that's your second choice, the flower. And then your first choice is the signed piece of costume jewelry. And this is made by listener. So we are looking for 13 or more. Let's go ahead and do a countdown. We are doing just in case for active bidders. And those will be your 2 choices of costume jewelry tonight. 13 or more, counting down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I see Metal Girls just in case of 20. Thank you so much. And you can pick, we'll call it flower or wreath. We'll just call it flower or wreath. I see Robin's just in case of 27. Thank you so much. There's our bid end from Karen G. Thank you so much, Karen. Robin, you get first choice in at 21. Let me know if you wanted the wreath or if you wanted the flower. And again, there's like a minty green there in the center with the blue. You can take 1 or 2. They both kind of complement one another. And then Robin Girl, you'll have Metal Girl, you'll have backup, but Robin has first choice. And if one is left behind, okay. Congrats, Robin. They're both yours. Thank you guys so much. Thank you both for the bids. Thank you so much, Metal Girl, too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Bill.
Those were super pretty. I love that color. And
Yeah.
I love the metal color. I love the metal with that blue color.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It's a neat color. Great for
So
spring.
I have a choice, Jason, starting at $15. They're each starting at $15. I have some planters because it's that time of the year, but I picked out some gorgeous ones for my own collection. The first one is, I am not entirely sure of the manufacturer. This very well could be a McCoy. It's not in my catalog, but I have a feeling at one point I did look it up and found out it was McCoy, but I'm not so sure. The bottom could indicate McCoy, but it also could indicate Copley as well. I'm not sure, but kind of doesn't matter because look at how gorgeous this design is.
It looks like a wave. It looks like a wave.
And it's 3-dimensional. I mean, it's not just in the paint. It's dimensional. And the glaze and the drip, this kind of aqua seafoam blue down into the green. And you see the darker green glaze kind of accumulating where the raised areas are. It is so pretty. And it's just, if you are a plant lover or you want to put your utensils in it, it's just a great size because it's rectangular. It's glazed on the inside. There are no chips or cracks. I don't even see any crazing. And the back of it gives you an alternate design. It doesn't have the flourishes on it. It just sort of has the wave on it. Both sides have this cool little detail of these thumb tacks down here, or rivets down at the bottom. Just a really beautiful piece. Let me tell you what the size is. It's 7 inches tall and 5 inches across. And again, really great. Even if you wanted, you could likely put a vessel in here, put water in it, and grow the lucky bamboo. How cool would that look?
Yeah.
In here. So that's the first choice. It gets better because I do have a beautiful, beautiful piece of springtime McCoy. I have this, what McCoy calls their pedestal planter. This is a 1961 design. And a lot of people call this dogwood. And while the flower on it is a dogwood, the actual pattern is called springwood, which is like the perfect title to bring at this time of the year. So it is a pale pink dogwood blossom. They're not really flowers. They're flower. Let's just call it a flower with the branches behind it, with that beautiful, this is mark number 7, McCoy's mark number 7. Which dates it between the 30s and the 60s. And as you can see, it's a solid piece of pottery. It's got these 6 legs on it. Super, super pretty. So you could actually have the floral pattern facing forward, or for a different season or other time of the year, you have an option of just something very simple that you could face forward. And this is a good size as well when it comes to planters. It's 5 inches tall and 7.5 inches across. So let me show them together so you can get a size comparison.
Bill, I'm thinking that one might look good maybe in a certain kind of bathroom, the folks are thinking. Like,
Jason, within 2 minutes of picking this, I knew you were going to say it. So.
Mermaid bathroom, absolutely.
So these are the 2 choices, the McCoy and the possibly McCoy, maybe Copley. I'm not sure. I did look it up at one point.
I'm in love with that first one, Bill. I'm not discrediting the second one, but that first one is so good. Oh my God.
It speaks to the mid-century in you, Jason.
Yeah. Very, very mid-century.
This speaks to the gardener in me.
That one's mid-century. That one's very atomic. It's very like soft 50s.
Again, this is when all the companies were starting, like Hull and McCoy were both starting to try to make things look a little bit more like spaceship.
Absolutely.
Right. Thank you all for your interest. I'm going to count it down. We've talked about them a lot. I don't. If I miss any questions, let me know. But yeah, they are super, super great. So right now we're looking for 26 for choice. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
They look so clean on the inside too.
They are really clean. And they both have been used by me, just so you know. So I did a good job cleaning them out.
So good.
Okay, thank you, everyone. So there is the bid end. So with Melissa's just in case of 37, but Robin's just in case of 51, Robin, you have first choice at 38. You can let me know if you wanted the green or the white creamish one. And then Melissa, you're back up at 37, Cindy Lou at 25. So just take a look at this beautiful set of choices.
She wants the green one. Robin
I
wants
wish I could ship to Australia as well, Philomena. I sure do. So Melissa, if you were interested in the McCoy, let me know. If not, Cindy Lou, you can let me know. And I don't know if there was anyone else after that, Jason.
Yes.
Melissa's going to pass.
Okay.
So if anyone was interested in the McCoy, just let me know and we'll take the person who had the highest bid.
And then Jameen had 18 if you get that far back. Okay.
Yeah,
Cindy
it looks
Lou.
like everyone was going for the green. If anybody wanted the McCoy, just let me know.
All right.
Everyone that's good.
Okay. All right. We'll bring it back in the recap. Let me get myself over here. And guys, make sure you stick around. We will have a recap. And we also have 3 rounds of quick claim. So I have some things that I think are really, really fun. You could probably even buy them to resell. So stick around for the recap. So $28. And it's been a hot minute since I have found Viking in the wild. So I was very excited to bring this gorgeous 6-petal. It is their footed compote. It is the smaller compote. So if you guys aren't familiar, Viking made multiple sizes. These are fun to stack, okay? This is in the blue neat, no scratches, no chips. Gorgeous piece of mid-century glass. I love it. Almost looks like a wave. That's what I was also thinking, like Bill's planter. It's going to be great in your 4th of July for red, white, and blue. It's going to be great in the summer. You can hold all sorts of things in this. It measures about 4 inches tall. Like I said, it's a smaller compote. And it's about 6.5 inches wide. So you can see that it has the different little flares on it. You can see the 6-petal here on the bottom. It's going to match any and all of the pieces of Viking. It did even match the Westmoreland that I had. So it's just cute little small compote made by Viking. And again, it's getting hard for me to find Viking in the wild, let alone some of their blue neek. So $28 if anybody's interested. There are no chips. There are no cracks. There is your 6-petal. And I think, was 6-petal part of the Epic line, Bill? I can't.
Yeah.
6-petal was your Epic line? And if I recall, there is, of course, a larger size compote. There's 3. Okay. And that's right. If you get all of them, because it's been a while since I've sold a compote, thank you so much. Cindy Lou, I see you're 28. Nikki, we have a 28. We're looking for 29 or more. You can stack them and they make a gorgeous display. And if you guys would use some of the floor adhesive and you guys actually put them together like that, I have seen pictures of folks actually using them to display things on. But I don't know that I would just sit them loosely. I would use some kind of the little sticky floral tack so they kind of stick, to one another. They will nest in each other, but I would want them to be a little more secure. So thank you, Rose. I see you in at 30. Cindy is back in at 35. And again, just look at that light. The last time I had a piece of this was, I think, back at the beginning of the month. I had a piece of blue neek that I sold with Bill and Amy during our first of the month sale. So I was really excited to have another piece. So there it is from the top. The petals also repeat. There's 6 petals. It's just that glossy like a Jolly Rancher, right? Right, Bill? It wouldn't be a Viking piece if I didn't refer it to a Jolly Rancher. So let's go ahead and count it down. We're looking for 36 or more. We are doing just in case for active bidders. And let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Dawn is in at 36. Again, these are fun. You can put little tea light candles on them. You can put your mermaids on them. You can just use it as just decor, and they look really nice in your window. The sun looks really good with Viking glass. So there's our bid end. Dawn, you did it. Congratulations, Dawn. It's yours for $36. It's going to look good with your piece of Fenton that you got from me. So thank you so much, Dawn. Congratulations. All right, Bill.
$25, Jason. And I'll follow up your piece of glass with another piece of glass. Good. Gorgeous piece of glass. And so this is in the ruby base color, and it's highly, highly desirable. I just want to point out that the price is reflective of a rough spot right here on one of the feet. But this is Fenton's ruby iridescent footed bowl. It's got these 3 gorgeous sort of tree trunk legs on it in the leaf and orange tree pattern. That's a leaf and orange tree. And it comes in several iridized colors. But the base color of ruby is the one that seems to be the collectible one. So you can just see how gorgeous that ruby is in there. And if you notice the ruffle around the top, the design is the design so it can be used as a flower frog. So that's part of the design. And as you might imagine, there is a nice glow to it. It has a good concentration of cadmium in the base. Let me just get you a really good look at it. Oh, look at that. If you like that. And this one, as I said, is Fenton. And it does have, let me get it up right. It does have the Fenton stamp there right on the bottom. But I just think this design is so, so pretty. These big leaves coming up from the base, and then a trunk from the orange tree, and then all these flowers on top of the orange tree, which I imagine are meant to be the flowers that produce the oranges.
Super great piece of summertime glass. Do you know what I mean? It's going to look really good.
Yeah, so I love it. This has always been a favorite pattern. 4 inches tall, 5 inches from side to side. Absolutely. That is the iridescence has been rubbed off. So you do see a color difference on the foot there. Okay. So that's what it looks like.
But it's not like a chip, Bill. It's just some of the.
I think there's a little loss of glass there.
Okay.
It's loss of the surface color and glass.
Okay.
It's not sharp to the touch, but it does feel smooth. It shouldn't feel smooth because it's not smooth glass.
Gotcha.
This is all texture. It's all textured.
Gotcha.
Did I say the size? I think I said the size. This is the size. And for some reason, I love these Fenton ones that have these nubs on the bottom.
Yep.
A lot of times you can stack with those, but I just love this, that it can act as a flower frog. Super, super pretty. And as you can see, the carnival or the iridescence on it, it's just really gorgeous. And you can see the ruby right there. So it is red. It is red. It might be coming across as more orangey, but it is a red color. So I'm going to start a countdown. If anyone else is interested, now is the time to get in. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Just look, it looks like a jewel to me. That's what it looks like. It looks like you could fill it with emeralds because we all have those hanging around the house, right?
Well, and that matches with a lot of iridescent pieces. Do you know what I mean? Like it's carnival style pieces.
Yeah. All right, so there is the bid end. It looks like the high bid before the bid end was Patty Rose at 27. So congratulations, Patty. You'll get this weekend.
And you got my egg cups for her, right, Bill?
I do.
All right. I'll make sure to pay you for that. And Dawn, I saw your message. We will get you invoiced tomorrow. $12 choice, and I'm just going to stay on the glass train. It's going to be choice on frosted. I want to say they're hand painted, but they're really like a transfer hand painted piece of Westmoreland. So they're going to be $12 choice. They're very late 60s, 1970s feeling, but I was channeling my it'll be a surprise, Patty. It'll be a surprise. Bill has something for you, so it's a surprise. So I was channeling all my flowers. Okay, so this is a piece of Westmoreland glass, of course, with the hearts around the rim. It mimics their lattice or their lace glass that they were known for. Great at Valentine's Day, but this has this gorgeous hand painting flower design in the center. And all my research says they called this pattern straw flower. Okay, straw flower. So of course, yes, it does pull out some of the browns, some of the more olive greens and oranges. But then again, like if you bought Bill's, vases, this is going to look great with it. This would be a great gift. I love the hearts to decorate all year round. You don't just have to use this heart plate during Valentine's Day. This has a very faint mark. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. I can feel it with my finger, but I couldn't get it to really show. There, you can almost see the top of the design right there. So it is stamped Westmoreland, and this is in very good condition, $12, and it measures 8 inches long by 7 inches wide. Okay, so that's your first piece to choose from at $12. Your second one is your little apothecary jar, which has the paneling on it. This one is hand painted as well with the same kind of colors, but this has some daisy and some rose motif. Okay, so $12. They called this one the Rose Decor. I couldn't find an official name. They even painted a white rim. I don't know how it's going to pick up. They actually painted a white rim around the top. And then it also has a white band down here around the bottom, okay? It shows better in person, the way the light's hitting it. There you go. It just kind of pops the frosted color a little bit. So, and these are fun because you can put candies in them, but you can also put your little tea lights in them. So the painting on them is in very good condition. There we go. Now you can see this one. There's no scratches to it. So it has the roses and the daisies. So Noelle, you were the first one in at 12. So it's going to be choice on the Westmoreland glass. And this one, it's so hard to show you guys in the frosted glass, the Westmoreland mark. But there is one right there. It is the paneled. They made these in almost every single pattern, color that was almost, I think, mandatory at the factory. When they made it, they had to make it and do it with this same apothecary jar. So Lillian's in at 13. We're looking for 14 or more, and it's going to be choice on either the heart dish with the pattern that they call straw flower, or it's going to be your apothecary jar. And this one they've referred to as just the Rose Decor, okay? So let's count it down. We're looking for 14 or more, and we are doing just in case for active bidders. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. This one has some very unique, vibrant blues in there, and oranges and yellows. Again, it shows better in person than it does with our bright lights for the show. I see Lillian's just in case. Noelle's just in case right before the bid end. So, Noelle, you get first choice at $23. Let me know if you wanted the plate or the jar, and you can take both. And whichever one you pick, or the one you don't want, we can offer it to you. Got the heart dish. Congratulations, Noelle. And maybe Lillian, did you want the jar, the little apothecary jar? If you did, just say yes, and that would be yours for 22. So you could have that one for 22. If you're interested, I will watch the chat. And if you pass, we'll bring it back during the recap. We'll see if it worked out. All right. Everybody wins. Thank you so much. All right, Bill.
You know, I offered that Westmoreland heart dish in ruby, and I have a feeling that Noelle got it, if I remember correctly. Okay. So maybe a little collection is happening. And Jason, I have something heart-shaped as well. Okay. And this is my high-price expensive item of the night. I'm going to start this at $36. If anyone is interested, it should be no surprise to all of you if you look over there that I love Majolica. I love it, love it, love it. So I have a heart-shaped dish, and clearly I'm showing you the bottom first because that's where you really see the heart. But this is the front of it. It is a gorgeous piece of English Majolica, and the pattern is called Leaf and Strawberries. So you can see a couple strawberry flowers, a bunch of strawberries that are in the process of development, a lot of strawberry leaves, but all of it is sitting on top of this larger leaf, which is a begonia. And it is believed that these date from the 1880s through the 1890s. So this is an antique. This is a super old piece of English pottery. A lot of people believe that these were made by Minton Pottery, another pottery company from Staffordshire. There's no definitive. I've actually gone on the Minton website and seen things like this, but that was pottery company from the late 1700s till 1960 something. They closed, so they had a long, long history. So clearly didn't catalog everything they made. But the belief is that this is a Minton English pottery piece, and it's in super good condition. But let me point out, there's no cracks, no chips, no crazing really. But there are there are three glaze pops. That's where there was a heavy piece of glaze, and very common for stuff made in the late 1800s. So there was a heavy piece of glaze here. It popped when it fired, so you can see a little dot of ceramic underneath it. There's another one here. There's a third one up here. So other than the three glaze pops, nothing wrong with this. Gorgeous piece of pottery. So give you, yeah, you can see those are the strawberries that are just, they're not quite full of sugar yet. They're just starting to kind of grow and get full of all the goodness that we love them for.
Majolica is so realistic feeling. Do you know what I mean? It's so earthy and so gorgeous.
Earthy, yes. I think that's probably why I like it so much. Yes. Doesn't it look good with all my other pieces back there? It
looks really good. Really good.
I can't say no to a good piece of Majolica. And it's big, by the way. It's a big dish. This is 10 inches from top to bottom, 9 inches across. Super, super pretty. And again, well over 100 years old.
The feel of the glaze, too. For such an antique piece, the glaze on it feels better than the pieces they glaze today. Not Majolica today, but any kind of pottery they glaze today. Like it was high quality. It was high quality. Yeah. So good.
So
gorgeous.
Pretty. All right, we'll move along and look at it again at the recap.
And it looks like a lily pad. How cool would that be if you had like little frogs? You could put your little frog. Oh, you got Dusty. Chip, she loves Majolica. So good.
She has good taste.
It's a good piece. It's a doggone good
All right,
piece.
I'm going to start a countdown. If anybody's noticed my logo on YouTube or anywhere else. The middle column of my logo is my Majolica pottery collection. Those are
Okay.
actual my photos in that logo.
All right.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's so good.
So
So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
so good. So good.
It's
That's
fun.
gonna
And if you're only going to have one antique piece in your collection,
yeah.
let it be Majolica. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I could dive into this, like diving into water. It's so gorgeous.
So good.
All right, there is the bid end. Congratulations, Dusty. This is coming to you. Thank you.
And guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We have a few more auction rounds. Stick around. We have some more. We're going to have a few rounds of quick claims coming up at the end. And if you guys are not subscribed to Bill's channel, we made it really easy. The link is down below. Please do so. Also follow him on Instagram, and please give me a follow. Follow us, please, if you're watching this in a replay, okay?
So just quickly to answer the question, I wouldn't hang it on a wall. I had it in a plate rack and on a tabletop, and it displays beautifully in a plate rack.
Yep. All right, this is my planter for the evening, and heading into this time of the year is when I like to bring out my mother and child pieces. This is actually an unmarked piece of Shafford. So I do believe it was Shafford who made this, and it would have had a sticker on the bottom and like a shield, okay? I believe that it is missing, but it is this gorgeous mother and child, okay? I love how detailed they painted her face. You can see it is flesh tone. It is a very light blue on her veil here, so it is a very light blue, and then it does repeat all the way down. I believe that it was used at one time, but I did my best to clean it out. I don't know if you would, if it hinges on sacrilegious, but you could use her halo as a flower frog if you wanted to. The way they place the holes in there, it does mimic one. If you had a gorgeous plant coming out, I think that maybe you could utilize that in some aspect. So there are no chips, there are no cracks. Again, heading into the Easter season, once we get past that and we get into May, it is the month of Mary. This would make a great Mother's Day gift. It would make a great gift to a religious person in your life or even yourself. So it's a smaller planter, so it's going to fit in. It could fit in even with your head vases. It's about 5 inches tall, by about 3 inches wide, and then it is about 3 inches deep. So the back part here has some of the gold details. This is all white porcelain, but then you can sort of see here, this is where the blue kind of fades in and all the way around, and then the blue fades over here. So you can see even more of the blue there as she kind of, holds the child. But again, great detailed on that face. It's a gorgeous porcelain piece. There's no condition issues to report. You can see that they even did some of the gold speckling underneath the halo. Bill, you're familiar with the planters with Shafford. Do you think that they may have placed those holes in there to mimic, to use for flower frogs or not? I don't know. I keep seeing those holes, and I believe that it also radiates the light down through.
Well, I think it's meant to, because a halo is supposed to be, it's supposed to not have a center. It's supposed to be
right
over the head, and that's the only way to make it look like a halo, to put, but still make it part of the ceramic.
Yeah, I guess you're right. And it's in very good condition. There are no chips. There are no cracks. Let me get my camera to focus on that. It's just a gorgeous piece. So again, and I was thinking maybe with Mother's Day coming, it would make a great Mother's Day gift. I feel like it's getting sort of washed out, but you can even see the great detail there on her eyelashes. Even with the child, it's just a really, really unique piece. And it would even look good in your Christmas decor or even in with your head vases. So she kind of falls in under like a head vase. So I'll give you the dimensions one more time. And if you're not interested, no one's interested, we'll bring it back into recap. It's about 5 inches tall by about 3 inches across, and then it's about 3 inches in diameter. So we will bring this back for the recap, but it was $15 if anybody's interested, and we're going to move it on over to Bill. All right, sir.
Okay, $11 for choice, Jason, and I have two. They're similar to one another, but they're not exactly the same. I have two beautiful framed floral paintings, because y'all know I love to bring these in my out of wall space, and I can't help but pick them up when I find them. And I love the shape of this one, just like the one we saw earlier, that's got a really a long frame, but not as wide, so it fits in lots of different places. So this is a rose bouquet, and the major differences between the two, believe it or not, the center parts between the two, I'll show them both at the same time. The center parts are relatively the same flower. It's the vases that are different. One is an elongated vase here, and then one is a rounder vase over here. And then it's the flowers at the top that are different as well. But the center pieces are essentially the same. And these are white roses, really, really beautiful. The actual painting, which is on board, so it's painting on board, is 4 by 12 inches. The overall framed piece in these really gorgeous, let me show you the frames this time, in these really gorgeous frames, 13.5 inches tall, 5.5 inches from side to side. And while they are not exactly the same, they do make a nice pair, but because they're not the same, one can kind of hold its own as well if you just wanted one. And a lot of times Jason and I talk about those spaces in your home between door jambs or where you just have a little bit to fill in, how nice these original pieces of, I should also say, signed art can be. These pieces were signed by R. Craig. R. Craig. I did not look them up. But they are super pretty with this light blue background and a very soft, feminine sort of color palette in the golds and the cream whites. And then, the look of sunlight on the vases. This is the rounder vase. This is the taller vase. And that's how we'll claim them. So I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown so we can move it along. We have a few more rounds before the recap. So we're looking for 16 or more for choice. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
These would look really good in between that weird spot between your two doors that you can't fit anything. Or on either side of a larger painting. They would look good on either side of a larger painting.
Agree. Thank you for the bid end, Karen Gillette. We appreciate you. So with Lillian's just in case of 20, Melissa, you have first choice at 22. We're going to call this the round vase, even though it's not round. This is the rounder one, and I'm going to call this the tall vase because it's a little skinny. Or you can just take both. So thank you. Thank you both.
And like Bill was saying, thank you so much, Karen G. Please put in Gavin's link when you can. Thank you so much, Kim, for being our backup mod and bid ender. And Kim, please place any of your links anytime you want. Let's make sure we share it around and get everybody some more followers. Thank you, ladies, so much. $10 on this, and I gasped when I found this. This is an original label to a perfume bottle. It is from the 1930s. Now, the frame is probably from the same era. It does have a little neck on it, but I think it kind of gives it just that kind of look. So it is just $10 if anybody's interested. It is a French cologne or a French perfume. So it does say Eau de Cologne on there. And it is this very, very Art Deco woman on there. And it's reading true to color. So it's got like this. And this is the label from the cologne. Now, I'm not sure if it's from the box or if it would be from the bottle, but it is this paper label that someone had saved and somebody framed. Okay, so it has those very deco colors to it. Look at her face. I think this is just gorgeous. She's looking at that flower. You can see, look at the arch there. In her profile, she has the gilded hair, and then she has those greens. And again, it's just a gorgeous piece. Now, the frame measures, the whole piece measures 6.5 by 4.5. The label in the center measures 2.5 across by 3.5. So again, I don't know if you guys wanted to reframe the label, but the label's on there. I'm not sure how it's adhered to it in the back, but I do believe that the frame is very, very age appropriate. I believe the frame's probably from the 1930s as well. So again, You can see it has the metallic, almost the gilding to it. It has these gorgeous colors. You can see how they even colored her nails. I just think it's this gorgeous deco lady. If you guys collect pinups, or you collect Gibson girls or anything from that era, or even Art Deco, I think this is also going to look cute, in that weird space that you guys don't know where to sort of hang anything, because it is a smaller little piece, and I think it looks good. You kind of want it in a simple frame so that it shows you the label on it. So again, it is a cologne or perfume. I believe it is a French company. Look, they even gave her that gorgeous jadeite ring that she's wearing, and that's probably the closest to the color. Oh, Kim, it would be great in a bathroom. That's probably the closest to the green that I would call that, like a minty jadeite green. And then you can see it has the metallic there on her hair, the details behind it. It's just a gorgeous piece. The fact that a piece of paper or ephemera has lasted this long, it amazes me. So again, $10 if anybody's interested. If you don't want it in the frame, I could take it out and ship it to you. Here is the back. This is what you're dealing with. Nobody did put paper over it. That's the old school way of putting the nails on it. So Jameen, thank you so much. I see you in at 10. Let's do a countdown. We're looking for 11 or more. We got a few more rounds, so let's keep it moving. Let me highlight you. We're looking for 11 or more. Let's start our countdown. Just in case if you're an active bidder. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you so much. I see your 10. We're looking for 11 or more, or the bid end from Karen G. Again, on the 1930s cologne French perfume label. I'm amazed that it's still here. It's so good. So there is our bid end. So Jameen, thank you so much. Congratulations. Thank you for your first purchase from me tonight, or hopefully, from us tonight. There is my email. Please just email me all your information, and we will be packaging up on Saturday. Thank you so much. Congratulations. All right, Bill.
$1 for choice, Jason.
Okay.
And if you saw the video I uploaded yesterday, I did an unbagging of some things I found, and you saw me unbag these. So I'm gonna bring them today and start them each at $1. They are these gorgeous little Polish pottery egg cups in the flower design. Now, if you saw that video, you heard me say that I have a working knowledge of Polish pottery. I've been to Poland potters a couple times. I was there just last year, and this flower design is still made today. So you can actually find pieces made today. I don't know for sure, but the marking, because I did study the markings while I was there, the marking indicates to me, as well as the age that you see here on the bottom, that this is an older piece. And I have two of the same. So just $1 for choice if anyone's interested in grabbing some beautiful little Polish pottery. They're nice and solid. There is a bit of crazing on them, I would say. And they are 2 inches tall. 2 inches tall, but no other condition issues. As you can see, no chips or cracks, just a little bit of life down here on the bottom. It's actually the unglazed section, so it doesn't clean up really well, but the inside here is all glazed, and then the outside and then the inside of the egg cup itself is glazed. We have a bid, so I'm going to start a countdown. So if anyone else is interested, now is the time to get in on the dollar deal of the day. Yeah, they're super cute. They can hold lots of different things. I just love them. So we're looking for $2. We're looking for $6 for choice. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. The soap dishes in our bathroom are this design, but they're new pieces. They're new pieces we bought. If you go to Poland, I recommend Poland, by the way, if anyone's never gone there and you have a chance. Poland's an amazing place. And the pottery companies are just so good with so much history. Okay, so there is the bid end. So one bid came in after. So with Dawn's 5, Patty, you have first choice at 6. Let me know if you wanted 1 or 2. And if there's one left over and you just wanted one, Dawn, you can claim that one. Thank you all.
She wants them both. All right. And Robin, you're lagging. So you might want to refresh. Hopefully you hear this soon so you can get caught up. I think you're lagging behind a little bit, Robin. If you could just hit the 2 times, I think you'll be caught up, but you're by maybe 10 seconds behind. So I have my piece of pottery for the evening. It is a piece of McCoy. So see if we can show the later McCoy stamp on the bottom. This is more 1970s McCoy, okay, or into the 80s McCoy. They call this their milk pitcher, okay? It is glazed on the inside. It is very clean. If you guys have ever had cold milk out of a porcelain jug, you know how good it is. But I think this is more a decorative pitcher made by McCoy. I think this would make a great vase. This would be great for what Bill recommends. You could fill it up. Hello, Circle 7. So good to see you. Bill would fill this with water. You could use it to water your plants. You could hold, a nice amount of water in there. It is McCoy. This is like a transfer pattern that they put on it. Very 1960s, 70s into the 80s. I couldn't find the name of this pattern. So if anybody knows what it is, please tell me. I could not find it. Bill, do you know what it is? It's very spring and April colors. That's what I see when I look at it because I love the golden yellows. I love the little hearts in the center.
I want to say it's like garden bouquet or something like that.
Okay.
It's something like that.
I feel like I did see that somewhere, but didn't write it down. So again, it is the gorgeous colors on here. You have different olive greens, some just some almost light lime green colors. And it's very 1970s, 1980s. If you guys use in your kitchen, maybe the Mary Mushroom patterns or something like that, this is going to look really neat with it. What's also great is that if you don't like the pattern on the front, but you like the satin feel of the, you're so right, a farmhouse picture, absolutely, Dawn. If you just like the look and the feel of the satin finish of the McCoy pottery, you could always use it in reverse like this. But it is a nice large, they call this their milk pitcher. It measures about 6 3/4 inches tall by about 7 inches wide. So again, I was thinking these colors would look great, especially around St. Patrick's Day. They're going to look great in the month of April. They'll look good all year round, but these spoke to me very spring style colors. You have like the very light orange on there. You have the butter yellows mixed in there. And you have probably 2 or 3 different greens. And again, this is a transferred pattern that they applied to it. And I don't know, I think they have other pieces, but I couldn't find very many other pieces, but they call this their milk pitcher. Again, I'll show you the McCoy stamp here on the bottom. There you go. If my lights catch it, you can see the embossing. So we are looking for 21 or more. Congratulations. Melissa is in at 20. So let's go ahead and do a countdown on this just in case for active bidders. No chips, no cracks, no damage. If there's anything, it would be in the manufacturing of it. There might be one little dimple or 2 on it, but that's normal for these pictures. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you. Melissa's in at 20. We're looking for 21 or more. Or the bid end from Karen G. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate you all so much. And thank you for being here with us. Melissa, girl, congratulations. It's yours for $20. All right, Bill.
Okay, everyone, I believe this is our last round of regular offer ups before our recap, which will then be before our 3 rounds of quick claims. So I have a $10 choice round. I didn't realize I brought so many things to put on the wall today, but I love wall pieces. I have 2 beautiful old silhouettes. So these are for choice. So this one is, as you can see, of a stagecoach, kind of rushing through town on its way to some place that's represented by probably a lion. But the stagecoach driver has this whip going through the air. And if you don't know what these are concave pieces of glass where the black is painted on the back of them. And then as you can see behind it is a print of a landscape to give it three-dimensional look. So this is the first one. And as you can see, the frame is in really good condition. A lot of times, as is the case here, the detail you see on the frame is applied on top of the metal and it peels off pretty easily. It's all there. It's all there. So it's really good. And it still does have, it has age on the back because these are older, but it still does have its hanger as well. And they measure 5 inches tall, 4 inches across. So the stagecoach is the first choice. The second choice is this lovely couple standing under a fruit tree in front of a little village. Really, really cute. Or if I could just say I studied these a little bit, and I know that's not 120, Laura. I also feel like if you wanted to, see, this one looks a little ominous to me. It looks like maybe they're stealing a kiss under a tree, right?
Yep.
But when you look at it a little closely, she's handing him an apple.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so
Like a
I wonder if
forbidden
there's
fruit.
like some symbolism there. I'm not saying it's an Adam and Eve thing, but they're like I feel like there's a temptation kind of message here. Standing under this tree, he's kind of thinking everything's okay, it's all harmless, and she might have some other ulterior motives. So possibly a little Halloween display. And then when you look at this one, you notice that on the back of the stagecoach, there's someone blowing a horn as if there's some emergency going on. Like the 1920 zombie invasion is happening and they're trying to let everyone in town know. Yeah, because that's the world I live in. I'll also point out on the second one, the frame is also in really great condition. Those decals and the hanger are all there. So we're looking for, I don't know the dates of, I know these were made in the 1920s through the 40s. I don't know if they were made later than that. But again, this is concave glass. So the glass is actually bent, right? Is bent the right word? Yeah.
Oh, it's yeah.
Curved.
Yeah.
That's the word.
Curved.
Yeah, they're really, really neat.
Yeah.
So we're looking for choice right now, 14 for choice. I'm going to go ahead and start a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. I mean, maybe I'm reading a little bit too much into these stories, but
I'm here for it, Bill.
Discusser, I'm a thinker.
It made perfect sense to me.
Yeah, I think they're fun.
At least when folks come over to the house, you could start a conversation about what
Agreed.
they see.
Agree. So there is the bid end. Thank you, Karen. So Paula, with your just in case, you have first choice at 16. You could let me know if you would like the couple or the stagecoach or both. And then Karen, you have backup at 15, Laura at 12, and Robin at 11. Thank you all.
So good.
Go ahead, Jason. I'll watch the comments.
All right. My last round is going to start at $12. Now, this is in very good condition on the outside. The inside might need a little bit of cleaning, but I thought it's advertising, it's Pixies, and it is a peanut butter tin. And I believe you pronounce the company Sheets Peanut Butter. And guys, if you love some Pixies, this is a fun tin. The graphics on this are in very good condition. There is a little bit of rust to the bottom. It's not like going to come off on your hand or anything, but it does have some surface rust to it. It was probably stored in a moist place, but it is a peanut butter tin. I do believe it's from the 1960s. That is my best guess. I love the atomic, the abstract sort of sign. I want to show you the inside. It does have its original lid, which a lot of times when I find these tins, I don't find the lid. There is some denting to it. It would have been the 5 pounds. Let's say 5 pounds, 5 pounds of peanut butter, homogenized peanut butter.
That's 1 week in my house.
Easy to spread peanut butter. And this looks like it cost 49 cents. So That's what you're dealing with on the inside, okay? If you don't take the lid off, it's going to be a nice riser. It's going to look very nice in your display. I've seen folks use these little pails for all sorts of things, but I think what we're thinking here is the fun for the advertising. So sometimes when I find these, they're really roached out, but these are in very good condition. So you have them sort of out in the wilderness. You got yourself an elephant, you got a monkey, but I'm here for these pixies. Those pixies are so fun. So if you guys collect pixies, this would be great. I was actually using this as the background to the circus display, those little circus pieces I had. So if you had this on your shelf and then you put all those little circus bisque figurines in front of it, that's what we mean when we say you could use this as the back, like your backdrop for your display. So again, it's a really fun, look at the butterfly there. You have the lion. Again, all these graphics on here are in very, very good condition all the way around. It's sort of like a lithograph style. It's like an Ohio tin, have you, and it is an advertisement piece. Even look at that giraffe. He's not too happy that pixie's hanging out on him, and I think that pixie is eating an apple. So they look like they're up to no good. I like these.
There's a monkey on it. Of course they're up to no good.
Well, I was trying to not show that, Bill, because I know how you are when it comes to monkeys. So I was trying to ignore that was there. So Janet, thank you so much. It does have its lid, as you can see. And let me give you some measurements. The measurements on this are, it's about 6 inches tall. And at the widest, it comes in about 6 inches wide. So thank you, Becky. I see you in at 14. We're looking for 15 or more. Again, if you guys wanted to use this for something else, you could. I would just say scrub the inside a little bit and try to get some of that off. But it's not like it's rust through and through. That's just a surface rust. I've gone in before. I collect different tins for like at the beach and stuff. You wipe that out, it's going to be just fine. Jerry, I see you in at 15. Janet, I see you in at 16. And it is just a little surface, but it's not like going to go all the way through. I think it probably sat in a moist basement somewhere. And the other selling point is that it still has its handle. Usually the handle or the lid is missing. So I just kind of left that on there, left it on loose so you could see. So let's go ahead and count it down. We are looking for 17 or more. On the vintage peanut butter tin, I believe it's 1960s. They could have used it to the 70s. I believe it's 60s, though. We are doing just in case for active bidders. So if you were a bidder and you had your heart set, you can use it just in case. Let's count it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. He's going to go and get those coconuts out of that palm tree. These two, they're just up to no good. I think these are some of the most fun pixies. And if you do a pixie display, you could put a bunch of pixies in front of them. It's just a fun tin. So right before the bid end, Janet, congratulations, you got in there. And thank you all for the bids. Janet, it's yours for $18. All right.
She had the high bid prior to that.
Did she? All right. Did I miss? She did. Okay. So that's yours for $16. Congratulations. Thank you so much. All right.
All right, Deborah, I saw your request, but Robin, I'm sorry, Laura claimed it for her bid of $12. She was a bidder but thank you. I appreciate it. So everybody, it is time for our recap. The time in our broadcast where we are going to bring back anything that wasn't claimed earlier for one last look in case you wanted to think about it, or in case you weren't here, or in case the spirit has moved you in a different direction. So we're going to show you item one by one and pretty much do a quick rundown of what we did the first time around. When we see a bid come in, if it's the only bid, and it's the only bid that comes in with a reasonable amount of time, the person can claim the item for that. But if we do see a second bid come in, we will go back to the item and start a countdown. So this is a great time to just do a lag check in case you are interested in getting something. But stick around, because after the recap, we have 3 more quick claim items. Good stuff that you can claim with your fast fingers. So I'll go first. I have 2 items from the same round. And they were both $24. if anyone's interested. I had the gorgeous juicer, this beautiful juicer. It did have that chip right there. I want everyone to know, but these are super old. And it's got beautiful crazing all over it. So Japan porcelain, in great, great condition. Juicers are highly collectible. I've seen people with entire collections of them. I've never been able to afford one myself. So when I found this one, I wanted to bring it. So the juicer is the first choice at $24 if anyone's interested. And if anybody's interested in claiming either of these things, since they're the same price, just tell me which one you're trying to claim. The second one was that gorgeous, also Japan porcelain in the yellow, sort of yellowware, also with crazing all over it, tidbit dish with all the beautiful floral hand painting on it. So those were my two items, both $24.
Okay. I had, oh, and guys, even if something doesn't get claimed right now and you're watching this in a replay, feel free to email us. All the email information is down below. If it's still available, I'm sure we'll have no problem getting you invoice. So I had two of my hat pins or stick pins or lapel pins available. They were $5 choice. The first one that remains is this. Now I'm covering his face. It was the plastic lacquered bird, if we can get it to focus. So that one, there we go. So he was available. They actually used, you got circle, okay.
I got it. Thank you so much.
Okay, and it's circle 7. So this one was $5. They even used copper wire to make the feet. So, and this one measures 2.5 inches tall. So if you're interested, you could just put bird, $5, or bird pin, $5. And again, the whole length on that is about 2.5 inches tall. So see if we can get in on him really close so you can see. He reminds me almost of like an Oriole, I think. Like he's got the yellow on him. So all right. I got you. I got you.
Got another claim.
Oh, all right. Let's do a quick countdown to keep it fair. So Melissa, you'd have to come in at 6. So let's start a quick countdown. We'll go. It's like a plastic. It's like a plastic. It's like a. I don't want to quite say acrylic, but it's almost like a lacquered plastic, kind of like the little lacquer plastic trinket boxes. So I see you're 6. We're looking for 7. We'll count it down. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I hesitate to say like a resin. It's more like a composition almost. Resin makes me think it's almost maybe it is a resin. I mean, it's a higher quality. It's definitely a higher quality. So it looks like it goes to you, Melissa, for 6. Thank you so much. Let me write that down real quick. Melissa Black for 6. Thank you so much. And then I had my smaller Cameo, which is a synthetic. It's not one of the stone ones. This is costume. So I had the smaller one remaining, pretty much the same similar silhouette. This one measures 2 inches, and it was $5. So if anybody's interested, just put Cameo. I don't even know, like, it's like the Russian lacquered wooden boxes. That's what it sort of felt like. That's what it felt like. Because then they did like a
That's what it looks like now that you say it.
So Dawn, I got you in for 5 for that. So that is yours. Thank you so much. That one is going to you, Dawn. That will fit nice with your other win from tonight. Thank you, Dawn. I got you for that. And then I had for 15, if anybody's interested, this is made by Shafford. Mine doesn't have the sticker on it. And this is the planter of mother and child in very good condition, no chips or cracks. There is a faint blue to it. So you could just put, we'll just put mother 15. Mother 15, if anybody's interested. And if not, that's okay. She was used at one time, and she measures about 5 inches tall by 3 inches wide by about 3 inches deep. So she'd make a great Mother's Day gift. It would be great to, you can actually drape your rosary over her if you want to. She'd be a great piece to use for the upcoming month of May for Mary. Okay, Bill, are you ready, sir? Let's get us both back up here. It's time for quick
I'm ready.
claims. All right,
So
sir.
the quick claims work this way. If you're new to us, we have 3 more rounds of items. We're going to show you an item, but we're not going to tell you what the price is. What we're going to do is we're going to describe it, tell you what we know about it, let you know if there's any condition issues. Then we will say what the price is, but you don't type the price in because the quick claims go to the first person who indicates their interest. And you indicate your interest by typing into the chat a letter from the alphabet that we give you. So if Jason says something is $49, he's already described it. Then he'll say the first person who's interested to type the letter K. And the first K that we see, if any, in the chat claims the item. So this is sort of a quick round, fast claim round. So let me do one item just to illustrate it. My first item is this really gorgeous, it so went with the theme of the other things that I brought today, this gorgeous cameo key. These are wall hangings. I'm not sure of the manufacturer because there were people arguing about it online. But these cameos come in several different designs. It is hand painting on ceramic. And the metal is plated in 24 karat gold. So it's gold plated.
Okay.
So that's on there. So it's also a soft metal. I don't know if that's due to the gold plating, but it is a soft metal. The overall key is 6.5 inches tall. And I did see that these sort of came in collector's sets. There was like a little shelf and you could hang 3 of them from it. Excuse me.
She is gorgeous.
Isn't she pretty? I think she's
gorgeous.
Really pretty. And the ceramic gives this some good weight. So it's super pretty. So this is going to be $15 if anyone's interested, if this fits into anyone's decor. And it will go to the first person to type the letter J. So if you're interested in this for $15, just type the letter J and it is yours. Miss Karen Gillette, it is coming to you. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. All right, guys. And we're seeing everybody else is coming in. So, and now would also be a good time to refresh, hit the 2 times if you have to. That way you're in the shortest lag possible. So mine's going to be choice on glass flower frogs, okay? They're all 3 a little different. There is no major condition issues. As we all know, sometimes the holes on these are a little rough. So sticking with my flower theme and thinking it's time to get your flower frogs out. You've probably had them out all year round, but now's the time to have them. So when you pick your flowers, you can use them. So I will show them each to you. They're all a little different. So this will be the first one you can choose. It has the symmetric and it has the 9 holes. So this one has the 9 holes in it, okay? And you can see, then they're also placed differently so you can arrange your flowers differently. So that one, I wrote it had 6 holes. That one has 9 holes, okay? So then the other choice is the same sculpt as the first one I showed you, but this one has the 11 holes in it, okay? So they are pretty similar size-wise. You know, this one may be a little higher. This might be a little flatter, but they measure just about the same. They measure about 3 inches in diameter by about 1 inch tall, but you have a 9 hole, then you have an 11 hole, okay? So those are your first 2 you can choose from, and then this is the last one I'll offer you. It has the larger hole in the middle and then the ones on the outside. This one, these are fun to use as pen holders. They're fun to hold your marbles with. This is the 3 inch diameter by 2 wide, okay? No chips, no cracks, and this one has 9 holes. So I'm going to pick my random Scrabble tile, and they're going to be $10 choice. They're going to be $10 choice. So the first person can take all 3, take a variation. So this one is going to be the large 9-hole one. Then we have the small 9-hole one, and then we have the 11-hole one. $10 choice. The first person to put in the letter M, as in Mother Tucker's, can tell me how many you want at $10 each. There are no chips. There are no cracks. They're just fun. So our first M that I see is Susan. So Susan, let me know. Did you want all 3? Did you want a variation? This is your taller one. That one had 9 holes, so that would be the big one with 9. Now I see you steal his back up. This would be your small one. Okay, Susan, I got you for the large one with the holes. Thank you so much. Steele, let me know. Did you want the smaller one with 9 or the smaller one with 11? So you can pick. You get next choice, Steele. You're the next one I saw. So you can take the last 2, or you can take a pass. Donnie Girl, let me know. Were you interested in the 2 smaller flower frogs? Oh, and these fit nice in your other little planters and things so that you can hold those flowers. So if you wanted the last 2, they were $10 each. You just got to let me know. Okay. So everyone wanted the large one. Okay. All right. There you go, Bill.
Okay, if you love mid-century, boy, did I find some amazing bud vases. These are pottery, and they have a gorgeous look to them. They have this really amazing shape, and look at the glaze on them. They're super pretty. There are 2 of them, and they do have variation in their glaze. So they could be a matching set if you wanted, or you could just grab one to put in your decor. But they are super pretty. Let me just show you what you might be claiming. Really, really nice. There is no manufacturer on the bottom, but they are made with red clay, and they do have some age. So that's really the only condition issue. I don't think they're Francoma because they do look like Francoma glaze, but I've never known Francoma not to mark or not to glaze their bottoms. So I don't know, but they would look great with Francoma, wouldn't they? And they are glazed on the inside as well. But I can't say that maybe they're early Francoma, maybe they're one-offs. I don't know. But I'm accustomed to seeing Francoma marked. So they will be $8 for choice if anyone's interested. And again, they are slightly different. If anyone is interested, that would be the first person to type the letter T. You could claim 1 or 2 if you're interested in these gorgeous mid-century bud vases. And if not, we will bring them another time. I'll bring them to Mother Tucker's.
Okay. All right. We'll wait a second for the lag. Hey, you got someone?
Okay, Jimmy, thank you so much. Let me know if you would like the one that's in my right hand, because the glaze is a little bit different, or the one that's in my left hand. My right hand, my left hand, or both, of course.
Okay. They look so good together. I'm very balanced, so I need them. She wants them both.
I initially thought they were candle holders, and then I saw that they're actually bud vases. So they are both yours. Thank you so much.
Hello, Sabrina. Also, Simon says, if you guys are not following her, please make sure you're following her. She has a really fun channel, and she hosts a lot of fun live sales on Sunday nights. I'm pretty sure they're on Sunday nights. So see if I can get back up here to the little quick claim area. I can't find it here. So we're just going to do this. We're going to unclick that. So now it's going to be choice on the USA wall pockets. These are pheasants. I'm not sure the manufacturer. I could guess who it's made by, but I'm not sure who made it exactly. There is your bottom. They are pretty much identical. And these are great mid-century pieces. They're kind of in a periwinkle blue. They do say USA on the back. They do double as wall pockets, or they do double as planters that stand alone. So they are identical. There's no chips. There are no cracks. There are there's no major issues. These are just fun. These are fun to decorate with. They're fun to use as wall pockets or just decor. And they are these great peacocks. I do believe it's a peacock. If you want to pretend that it's a rooster, or a turkey you could, but I'm pretty sure they're peacocks. So they're identical. They measure 6 inches tall by 5 inches wide. So I'll just hold one of them up. They're going to be $15 choice. $15 choice. And the first person who types in the letter R, you can pick 1 or 2. And they're identical. There's no distinguishing issues to really go by. So you could pick 1 or 2, very mid-century, great to hang on the wall, great to plant some of your different plants in. But they're going to be $15 choice. First person who puts in the letter R. And I'm not seeing anybody. We'll wait for the lag, and we'll move over to Bill.
I'd already chosen my letter for the next round, Jason, and it was R as well. All right, my last item, good, it's coming across nicely on screen, is this gorgeous paperweight. It is so super. It's a bubble within a bubble, and it's surrounded by just hundreds of tiny little bubbles on the inside with this gorgeous ruby red and yellow kind of motif. It's actually painted from the underside. That's how they actually achieve that painting. Isn't that amazing?
Beautiful.
And as you can see, there's a glass bubble within the bubble, and the middle bubble is hollow, which allows you to use it for lots of purposes. An incense burner, you could actually put some water in there and put a little bud in there. You could use it for aromatherapy. There are just so many different uses for it, but it is gorgeous. Just look at all those little clear bubbles all over the place. It's super cool. The one thing I would point out is there is an internal fissure right here around the back. It's on the inside. You can see that, but that happens sometimes with this art glass. When you rub your finger over it, you feel nothing, but it does change the look of it a little bit, as you can, well, not so much there on the bottom, but that's there. Other than that, it's in amazing condition. It is 3 inches tall, 3.5 inches from side to side, and it will be $20 if anyone's interested. $20 for this gorgeous piece of glass. You could type the letter O because it looks like an O.
It does.
It looks like 2 O's. But I love this bubble within a bubble. It's so pretty. Noelle, congratulations. It is yours.
All right. And my final piece, I tried to do some research on this. I do know that it is marked on the bottom. It is older Noritake. Okay, so it does have the green Noritake. It is a piece of porcelain. This is a really unique divided dish. Okay, you can see it is in this great luster. It has this great like quail or little, I'm thinking it's maybe a quail bird on there, and that's actually the handle. Okay, so you guys can hold it. It has this gorgeous butterfly. It is this great lusterware piece. I'm going to offer it half of what they are selling for online. So there's no chips, no cracks. It's a gorgeous piece of Noritake porcelain. It's going to look great in your spring decor. You could use it as a little trinket dish or as is. So it's just going to be $15 if anybody wants it. $15 if anybody's interested. There's no condition issues. First person who puts in the letter E as in elephant can have this gorgeous little trinket dish. It would be great to catch your jewelry in. All right. Looks like it's going to you, Noelle. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Kim, I was thinking pickles, but then I changed my mind to pepperoncinis. Wow. I think that would be the perfect pepperoni holder.
It's not big enough for as many as I try to eat, Bill. So
we don't need you to go to the hospital, Jason.
It wouldn't be good for me. So, all right, sir, we did it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Give us some feedback down in the comments if you guys are hanging around. There's a couple questions I'd like to ask you before we tell you and let you go. 2 things. 1, let me know down in the comment section. Do you like when we do the quick claims? Okay, let us know how you feel about the quick claims. I also want to know, I've been toying with the idea, and I'm totally going rogue here. I never said anything to Bill or Amy. I was thinking about doing something called a consideration countdown. So like when we hold up something and it doesn't seem like anybody's interested, would you guys entertain an idea if we did, some channels do something like this, if we did like a consideration countdown and then we just counted it down, and if you wanted it, it could be yours. So I want some of your feedback. Put it down in the comments and let me know what you think about our quick claims. And if you would be considering, then we would not have a recap. It would be, we're going to offer the item, we're going to do a consideration countdown, and then there it is. So think about it. So again, Karen G, thank you guys so much for being our, thank you, Karen G, for being our official mod and bid ender. Okay, everybody loves the quick claims. So thank you for being our official mod and bid ender. And Kim, Desert Gal, thank you for being the backup. If you guys could put your links in there one more time, please put in Gavin's link. Let's get him some more subscribers. And please, please, Kim, put in anything that you would like to do. So I know it can bid. So, okay. All right. And again, guys, even after you do this, after we archive it and put it out there for replay, please comment down in the comment section. Okay. Enough of that fun. Bill, where can they find you again, sir? What else would you like to talk about?
I'm going to talk about where we're going to be on Friday. We're actually going to be right back here on Mother Tucker's, 8 o'clock on Friday with our 2 buddies, Brian of Mid-Century Mister, John of Everyday Holiday Displays, and we are doing a March Madness. That's Christmas in March sale.
Yes.
I did not come up with a name. John did. I'm going to change our promo to say it. Okay. March Madness, Christmas in March, with both Christmas items and items you can use in your winter decor.
Yes.
So if you're a glass lover or a pottery lover, we're not going to leave you out in the cold. We're going to have something for you as well. So that's here on Friday night.
I love the fact that it's going to be Good Friday and you're going to be hanging out with 4 fellas that are going to be in Christmas attire. I'm here for that. It's going to be a good time. So, well, aren't you you're going to break out the Santa hat, Bill, aren't you? You can't not have this.
It depends on how many bins down it is.
He's playing hard to get. I think he'll want to bring out the Santa cap one more time. So, guys, please, before then, come hang out with me and Amy. Fantastic Finds. It's this Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, here on my channel. That's where we bring our fantastic finds to offer them up to you guys for sale. Her reel is up right now, so head on over to her Instagram, and it's up over here on YouTube in her shorts. Take a look. She has some really fun, kitschy things that will be available. These are the things behind me that will be available on Wednesday. I'll get my reel up tomorrow. And then stick around after our sale. We turn the channel over to you guys, and we share your fantastic finds. So it's always a good time. I think that's it. So, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Make sure you go over and check out Bill's latest video, subscribe to his channel, and make sure you follow both of us on Instagram. So until the next one, guys, thank you so much for your continued support. And 2 things. 1, if you're not an organ donor, please consider becoming an organ donor. It's a gift to pay it forward. It's very easy. All you have to do is next time you renew your driver's license, even beforehand, go on your local DNV, say, yes, I want to be an organ donor. There are folks in our community right now that are suffering that could use the help to extend their life and feel healthy again. So please, if you're not, or even with the upcoming holiday approaching us, maybe if you are an organ donor, if you could talk to somebody else, let's keep paying that forward. And also, guys, this world seems to be nasty. We want you guys to come in here, forget all your woes, and have such a good time. Please, when you leave us, please do some random acts of kindness. Just show some kindness to your fellow woman or man or human being. And I think it's going to go a long way. So till the next one, have a great night, guys. And we'll see you back here Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern here on Mother Tuckers.
Good night, everyone.